Why should I know that? I know. Listen,
maybe it's called actually tuning in to what somebody is.
Listen to me.
You blank.
Listen to me.
Like he's frustrated.
It really, I can feel it. I feel it. Y'all are not comfortable yet here. I smell it.
Complete comfort.
We're completely comfort.
Yes, I'm not talking to you.
Comfort.
You're the one that's not comfortable, and that's why you're attacking us.
You think so?
You're not comfortable because you know you're talking to a lot more people right now. I'm calling you out.
Are you serious?
We started getting comfortable late last week. I'm not going to accept that.
Oh, you got. I think
you're walking around these halls going, "Whoa, I don't feel comfortable, so I'm gonna be ultra cool in there and call the boys out."
Let me do the psychological.
If you want to play, let's play. Let's play.
We're not playing.
We are comfortable.
And then don't say let's play.
You don't look comfortable.
Like I'm about to go, oh, Lordy. Oh,
you don't look comfortable.
Now. Listen to me. You just got comfortable last week?
Probably late last week. Like Thursday or Friday.
So last Thursday you got comfortable. Today is...
We were getting comfortable. No, hold on. We were getting comfortable before that, but I think it all started clicking like last Thursday or Friday.
First few days weren't
comfortable. So my week later, my saying that I sniff that you're not comfortable, right? Mm-hmm. Is completely 100% off the...
No, you're off base. I gotta tell you.
It might just be some...
We're starting to sit back.
You might be smelling
and we're relaxing a little bit.
Fair enough.
Because you seemed a little... Like I said hello to you in the other room. You seemed like a little...
Because I'm gone. I'm tired. Stayed up all night.
Oh, you did.
I was saying...
I'm signing closing contracts. I'm writing for the Bud Light.
He's a big boy. He's a big boy. He's a big boy now. He finally grew up.
What happened?
Closed on a house.
He's buying a house.
I didn't close on it yet.
Congratulations.
I paint on it yet, so I'm tired.
All I was saying, because we joke about the stuff you wear, and you admitted that...
Wait a minute, Patrice, where?
Jerseys.
Oh,
well,
okay.
I don't want to...
All right, just not Long Island, right?
I can't afford Long Island.
All right, I'm just thinking Nassau County, staying clear.
As I knock on the door.
I got to protect my investment.
Hey, Anthony, what's up, man?
Oh, jeez.
I know it's after 11, but I thought I'd come over and say hi.
Hello, Century 21? Yeah, it's Anthony. I got to sell.
I've never had so many friends who I don't talk to if I'm not working with them.
This is the noise in Anthony's head as he finds out Patrice is living next door.
All
I'm saying about can I just quickly finish?
Opie, you don't have to say anything.
No, because there's a whole new audience, and we like to bring back some of this stuff. We learned that you wear the sports stuff because it looks good, and you're not into the teams.
Oh, I forgot you have to kind of, I'm not a professional radio guy.
We bring back stuff for the new audience. That's all.
There's an FM guy who used to listen to David Lee.
Right.
Like,
listen.
So I'm sorry. I forgot. I have to kind of say hello.
No, so stupid me. I see the New York Knicks gear on you, and I'm like, you're finally wearing something from a team you like, but I had no idea that you're not a Knicks fan. That's all.
Fair enough.
Hold on. We had the market crash yesterday pretty badly, and now I would like to do a little segment called the Real Estate Report.
Yeah.
It's a property value where Patrice just moved. And back to you, Opie.
And might I add, it's with a bunch of Chinese and white.
Oh, you're living with Chinese and white people?
Young, engaged white people.
That's cool.
Young Chinese people.
Good for you. You're giving back to the community.
Building up lofts.
You're giving out of the community.
I was just in between whether I should get a 30-year fixed or a 10-1 arm.
Look at him. He's a big boy now. This is the same crap I was going through recently, because I just recently became a big boy.
Did you get points, or did you?
I locked in a mortgage.
You locked in?
Before the rates really went up.
I had to get a 10-year fixed, but I had to do a 10 and 10 for it. I couldn't put 20 down. I had to do a 10 and a 10 with a home equity.
Oh, because and the second loan is quite
much higher on the point. Yes.
Pay that off.
Yes.
I did immediately.
Pay that off.
And now I'm paying interest only.
I was so happy as I started learning what that was.
That's awful.
LIBOR. What the? You call my mother what? Your mother's a LIBOR, and your daddy's a Fannie Mae and a Freddie Mac. So, Freddie Mac, he living here too?
Wasn't he on the Kings of Comedy tour?
My nigga Freddie Mac, baby.
You get an education so quickly, man.
This whole Fannie Mae. Who is Fannie Mae ho? Telling me what I'm going to pay and what I ain't going to pay. I'm out. LIBOR.
Do you have trouble getting a loan? I had trouble because, like, as a comic, you're so inconsistent with your, like, income. Like, you're doing gigs this week. And
they want to know everything.
Did you do stated or did you do full doc? Ooh! Wow! out.
You are making me proud.
I sat with the mortgage broker. She wanted to leave. I said, "Bitch, lock the door. You ain't going nowhere."
Be here a while.
I was calling people. You know who's a genius at this?
Who?
Vinny Brand.
Yep.
Vinny, I called, and Vinny is gangster with it. He knows every single thing about mortgaging. And I was in that room. I locked the door on some old, Bronx tale.
I love it. He goes, mortgaging. I'm going to get my mortgage on. That's something you don't hear.
I'm mortgaging this.
Get my mortgage on.
Spill some out for the realtor that ain't here.
And I had to dump off because the people, they had a fire sale. It was a fire sale, meaning the property was a certain value. And then they said, look, if you buy it, Today, you get it for this, but the catch is, to get that price, you got to use their mortgage company.
All right, yeah. They're all in cahoots, by the way. Everyone, the first person you hook up with then knows everyone else that is involved in the deal that you make. The realtor knows the lawyer, knows this guy, the inspector knows this one. They're all in cahoots.
It's disgusting. So you just sit there, you feel helpless, of course. Now, if you white guys feeling helpless, you know. Because they gave me loans that were like interest only with no principal.
What, to take advantage of the Negro loan? What do you think it is? Different for black people than white people? As long as you can make the payments.
Oh,
that's it. You think it's different?
Being naive about how racist your people are?
How different? Get out of here.
Let me tell you something. If you, when you walked into the room, they probably assumed you knew something. They knew. They had me when I walked in.
Well, Lordy, Lord, I'd like to buy this house.
That's not, Anthony is smarter than he looks. Anthony looks dumb. Anthony
is, thank you.
But Anthony's really smarter than he looks.
I walk in looking like an idiot.
Anthony is like, he's autistic with his refusal to be dumb. That's what it is. He's I will not be dumb.
We were just talking about this morning. When I go to the bank, I feel like they're going to call the cops because they have to assume I'm a drug dealer. That's the only way I'm depositing money into the bank. That's why when I walked in, I knew they were looking at me like, all right, we got one. This guy, I didn't walk in a suit and go, let's get the show on the road here. This isn't my first time at the rodeo, boys.
I'll tell you what you didn't do.
Don Cheadle had an easier time getting a loan than Boogie Nights in this game.
Let's just talk. Let's just talk about this.
I had to dump off the first mortgage guy, because of the fact that I had to use their mortgage people. When the dude read my credit score, right, he went, oh, that's the sound he made, because he's like...
Good or bad?
Good.
Oh.
Because my credit was excellent, as they say. But I'm not bragging, but I just waited.
You're not being fair. This isn't fair.
Don Cheadle.
You're not being fair. This isn't fair.
This isn't fair. He wanted to open up his stereo shop.
Is there something you want me to put? Was there something I need to write?
I need to write? No, there's no loan. You're not getting a loan.
They can't do that anymore, the Negroes.
You have something to say. I have something to say. All right, so let's just talk.
No, we get out.
We do not do business with pornographers.
He made when the mortgage banker saw me walk in, he made a face as ugly as Elliot Yamin's mother.
Oh man, that is harsh.
You didn't.
That is harsh.
Your mama sold.
Oh my God, that Close Encounters just walked off that ship.
Almost as bad as who was the quarterback's wife?
That took a lot of heat.
What's
the guy from St. Louis? Yeah, St. Louis. Kurt Warner's wife.
Yeah. Boy. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, my God. They kept showing Elliot's mama. That rat-faced family.
She definitely, I swear to you, looks like a Star Trek character, like one of the aliens from Star Trek.
Let me take that. That's so wrong, talk about somebody's mama. But come on, the whole country. That's why he got voted off.
Yeah.
You had the best-looking family left.
Enough with the tears. I mean, we got to find a winner now.
You know. Get rid of this rat.
Rat. Goat boy.
I watched the last part of that. I almost
Not Goat Boy.
I'm so hacky today. I'm writing for those new Man Law commercials.
What's that?
Bud Light Man Law commercials. Have you seen them?
Where
Burt Reynolds is sitting around and
You get to meet Bert?
It's a lie. I was hoping those were popular.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, see, look.
Hold on.
You're lying.
I lied because I wanted to make a joke about the guy missing a hand. There's a guy on it that has no hand that just sits there. So I was gonna make a
Wait, is that
joke about him.
Are those the commercials I saw on with Triple H last night?
Yeah.
They're pretty good, actually. They get
but there's guys,
they get a bunch of guys that you would never see in the same room talking about the beer or whatever, right?
So
Really?
It's like I thought it was hoping popular enough to say.
No, it's just hitting now. I saw the first one last night.
Oh, is it?
They're going to be all over the place.
Burt Reynolds is doing one?
Yeah, Burt Reynolds is in
Yeah.
it. No, it's a round table.
Dude, it's for Miller Lite. That's why.
It's a Miller Lite.
That's why I was confused. Holy
Whatever,
crap.
beer.
Bud, Miller Lite, whatever.
I want it, whatever. It's for Heineken. That's what niggas drink.
Wow. Does he lay a bottle over some woman's head? The old Burt we love.
Colt 45. Wrong alcohol.
Oh, my God.
Old Bert.
All right, so look.
The good old Burt.
Look, Opie.
What? What did I do to you?
I wasn't different.
No, you were.
I say you were too. But
now we're back.
If you're saying you wasn't, I'm saying I wasn't. I'll take you.
I just took it as tired. Every time we walk in here now, we're exhausted. It's some ungodly hour of still last night.
I think that, like, sometimes, you know how somebody feels. Now, I should know who I'm dealing with, though. Is Opie, is Norton. I don't know you well enough, which is good.
Yeah, me and Patrice are the best friends that have no clue what each other are all about.
Were you annoyed? Like, because I walked in and said hi, but I know you for years. And it's like, it just seemed like you were a little bit, and you know,
No, because
were you mad that they told you, like, did you feel almost like a guest instead of like a member?
Okay.
That threw me off a little. Because
they made him sit in the baby room.
Poe's my man, but Poe, like, see, everybody's gonna know I'm not acting different. But, you know, we got that sense. Poe is acting a little bit un-Poish, like I know him from XM. But Poe's always like, you know, how he is right now with this thing going
gentleman.
on. Hello. And call, like,
Patrice,
I got
how are you
number,
this morning?
a 973 number on my phone. I'm like, who's this? And hello, I am. So then I called it back with the number that he called me on. He goes, hello, Master P Industries. What? Whatever. I said, what? Nigga, you just called me, Poe. So I go outside. I'm outside. I'm eating a sandwich. It's a piece of bacon that ain't quite like I like it. I threw it on the ground in front of the building. Something's going to eat it.
Right.
If not a pigeon or a roach, a man.
One of our interns.
Somebody's going to eat it. So,
By the way, he's up to 3.
Oh, what?
He's up to 3. We had a whole discussion. We had to, like, relearn the FCC and stuff with lawyers. And we discussed you for 20 minutes in a meeting. And you don't even know that yet.
How did he get dumped?
No, he's not getting dumped, but remember the N-word?
Oh, yeah, we don't care.
The lawyer's like, the N-word's a little touchy these days with the FCC. I'm
Not
like,
in the context
well,
he's using it.
I know, but I go, but what if we have our buddy Patrice O'Neal in? And because he uses the word like it's the.
yeah, I just like saying nigga. It's like...
Whoop, there's 4.
I like it. Also, when I'm driving,
We do too when he's not here.
when I'm driving, when
I'm just letting you know we had a whole discussion
reading the
about
paper or watching the news, I use it all the time.
Boxing matches, baseball games.
We were like,
either that or I offer somebody some money to find where your daughter lives.
Yeah, right. Oops.
I'm just saying, nigga.
up 5. Damn.
But I'm not.
What happened? What happened? You threw bacon down in the front of the.
So Paul, I can see. Like, I'm going. Here was my mentality coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, you know how somebody feels like they might feel funny. You both might think you feel funny. Like, I haven't been here. I think y'all been on with a month.
We're getting there.
Close to it. 3 weeks.
So, you know that whole discussion about when somebody says they don't care, they really care. That's not necessarily the truth all the time. So I'm coming in feeling like...
That sucks when you really don't care. And people accuse you of caring.
It's not always psychological, but
Right.
it's like I'm feeling like maybe people will treat me different because I haven't been here. That's why, like, so it might be like, oh, let me try to extra be nice, because Norton really doesn't speak to me. Like, we're the bestest of buddies that never, ever talk ever.
That's not true.
It absolutely is true.
I thought that was us.
We don't.
No, that's super us. See, here's the thing I love about
You don't come
us.
to the cellar anymore. When you were at the cellar, we would talk all the time, but I don't see Patrice at the comedy cellar.
It's always a context. Our friendship is in context.
No, it's not. It's just when people see each other, they talk. Like, I didn't talk when we were off the air. I love Anthony, but I didn't see him that much.
Yeah.
He was doing his thing. You're doing gigs. I'm doing gigs. That's all it
But
is.
there's I'm not making an excuse for it. We are phonies. I mean, can we be honest here?
Wait, yeah, explain your
we're
relationship with Anthony.
friends.
It's great.
Anthony, this is
It's great.
Me
I love
and
this.
Anthony have I think we have a good chemistry together. Man.
Yeah.
I really like Anthony, but after the show, Anthony puts his hood up, and now it's summertime, so he has a white trash type of bomber members only jacket.
This is my intermediate.
That he gets to zip up over his head and have the long walk. And again, this whole long walk thing too, when I was listening to it, bothers me because it get like coming here, a weird white guy walked behind me, and I know a lot of your fans don't work, and it's like, and
we have a very diverse audience.
I felt like it was talk radio. I really did felt like you're dead, man. Boom, you know?
Yeah. Oh, look at this. We got to take a break.
We do have to take a break.
We were just getting into our relationship.
No, I mean, he could, you know.
And as far as us not talking, hold on, I call Patrice. Here's what Patrice does. You'll call him to start talking. He'll call you. And you don't know what his agenda is, but as soon as he gets it, you're starting to get all geared up. Like, I'm talking to Patrice. I'm glad to talk to him. He'll go, you going to be at the Cellar this weekend?
That's my wrap-up.
That is his dismissive wrap-up.
That is my wrap-up. Like, that's crazy about that space shuttle. Click. But Norton's is a constant fading away of the conversation. Like, he's like, oh, dude, yeah, blah, blah, yeah, oh, we into it. And then you hear the click, click, click of the computer. And then like, yeah, no, man, my mother's not feeling well. Yeah. Oh, dude, I gotta get a nap.
As soon as an ad pops up that I like, conversation is over. But he does that, and you don't know what he's calling for, and you're all happy to talk, and all this. You know what it is? He'll call when his girlfriend goes to the store. Patrice, you're a commercial for his life. When his girlfriend's in the store, he'll talk, and you know he sees her coming because he's like, so you're gonna be at the Cellar this week? And as you say yes, you can hear her door open, and he goes, I gotta go.
A commercial for his life. Oh, is
really
that perfect?
Well, but when the show's over,
I don't even have Patrice's number.
I don't have,
and he doesn't have mine.
I want to call him sometimes with stuff. I wanted to call you so bad with the house thing.
Right.
And I'm like, who do I get his number from? Norton? No. He'll never answer.
I'd give it to you. It's on a message board.
Opie? No. I would have to actually send a singing telegram to Opie's house.
Try to get my number.
Hey, Opie, Patrice needs a number.
It's nothing like, I love Patrice. I love having him on the show. And we, like you said, great chemistry. I love our discussions on the air and stuff. But the second we leave the studio and we're out of this context, we have nothing to say to each other.
The small talk is so awful.
Small talk is painful.
It's so painful.
I wanted one day. Here's how I reached out to him one day, and this is how I knew we will never ever go past this. Is I said he wanted to get a haircut or something for something.
Yeah, I said I had to get a haircut.
He said I got to get my car at the thing. I said, listen, I'll drive you. Where you going? Madison Avenue, 5th or something. I said, I'll take you over there.
I'm like, nah. I'm just walking.
I'd rather pay an extra $60 somewhere else to park than to drive with you next to you in your truck.
No, it had nothing to do with that.
And then gave me the oh God, you ever leave out of somewhere and you're driving and you look and you hope that the person doesn't look at you so you don't have to say goodbye.
I gave the wave.
Beep beep.
I gave the beep and the wave out of the parking garage.
Come on, we got to step aside for a minute or two. Patrice O'Neal, by the way, in studio for the rest of the day. He's going to be at Caroline's next weekend, starting a week from today, May 25th. He's playing Thursday through Sunday. For tickets for the Caroline shows here in New York City, 212-757-4100. Patrice O'Neal is truly a friend of the show, no matter what he says. It's the O&A virus spreading across America.
Stay tuned for more radio awesome. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah. All right. Looking forward to it.
Opie and Anthony.
Mornings, 6 to 9.
We kind of wanted to end the bit for a while, but MTV's coming in here to film Twitchell's.
Yeah.
For what is it? What's that show called? What? True Life.
Comedian with Tourette's.
So we're going to have to do that old gag where Big A and Twitchell's does like the weekend review so MTV could get some nice footage tomorrow.
Believe me, we wanted to rest that one.
We certainly did.
Oh, boy. Oh, my God. So when I was 13, I know.
Yeah, what is that? How does that? What's the format of that show? They
should let him host TRL.
I was on cocaine.
We have Christy. All right, Billy. That horse's ass.
Oh, Lindsay.
If MTV had any sense, you know who would host it? It would be Twitchell's, and Big A would host TRL.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
It would be a hit.
Just bands that start with ST.
Just have them do the actual news on TV, the 6 o'clock news here in New York. Who's not watching?
Come to the Porky Pig Hour on MTV. It takes 85 minutes to get the break. And we'll be back. We'll be back
Hour.
Come.
Today's show was sponsored by no one.
Some of the listeners are like so annoyed with Twitchell's and just like sick of him.
Because he's a punk. You can't get sick. I try to tell Twitchell's this. He won't listen because God bless him. He has the confidence.
Really? No, God cursed him.
God cursed him, but he has the confidence that I wish I had. He has this unwavering kind of blank
selling
confidence.
himself.
And it's amazing to me, but I tell him, stop. Your real personality that you want to have is completely awful. When he gets pompous, when I listen to him, it sounds like he should have a long cigarette, the long filtered cigarette
in a holder.
As he's telling his stories, like he goes, and he has this thing like, okay, buckle down, everybody, because boy, is this interesting. When I see a lot of times, I used to have a tick that shut up and tick.
Right, you're here to tick.
You don't want to hear the background on the tick.
No one wants to hear his cuckoo clock go, listen, this is why I go cuckoo. Because
he wants to bring awareness to Tourette's. All right, shut up.
Someone has to tell him
and slap your face, you dope.
If you didn't go, you would never be in the studio again.
Right. Of course not.
If there was medicine that fixed you, you better write 10 minutes
Big
of material.
A is he's so sincere, right? But he wants to be a hip. But even when he tries to be angry or whatever he tries to, it's so you just feel for the dude. You can't help but feel for him.
There's no sympathy for Twitchell's. Like he doesn't. You have no sympathy. He's not a likable guy. His personality,
a jackass when he's not doing his thing,
and he can work that Tourette's thing to be likable to everybody. Girls, guys, if he just worked it the right way, a little more, try to get a little more sympathy for it.
I listen to
and it's not feeling sorry for yourself. It's just
I listened to the mother joke thing. You guys were doing that thing.
Yeah.
Him and Big A. Twitchell's will go, yeah, your mother's so tall that she lit a cigarette on the sun, right? Yeah, right. And then A would do his, and then Twitchell's go, man, you're not funny, dude. Step up your game. I wanted to crawl through the radio and choke him and go, you step up your game. Do you know how unfunny that was?
Well, Big A and Twitchell's will be in tomorrow, and MTV will be filming.
And Big A's not a comic. He's just a guy who should be killing strangers.
Smothering babies.
And for all we know,
he's got that look about him.
He's a male nurse. Oh, your grandmother fell ill.
we thought she was getting better.
He's like Chief at the end of Cuckoo's Nest, freeing the grandmother with a pillow.
The doctors told us she was getting better. What happened? And why was her nose pushed to the side when we found her?
Yeah, sit down for this.
His creepy white nurse shoes.
All I want to do is care for people.
And those blue pants. Those blue pants with the V-neck. The V-neck. You ever see male nurse with the V-neck light blue?
Like fake doctor walking around. Trying to fool people into thinking they're doctors with their
clogs with the
uniform.
With the silver buttons that stapled around the football that keep them together.
Stop.
Oh my God!
He would fit perfectly in that mold.
Oh, he would.
Just a male nurse that murders people.
Just a big fatso who's just working out animal torture on adults.
You gotta love him, man.
Hey, we got
a fat angel of death.
We got a couple things that we started a few days ago, and we got it in front of us now. Norton's fatwa on Tough Crowd. What was this about again?
It was just that we were talking about Rosie, and I was just saying that one of the things I kind of felt bad about, like, you know how you don't regret much, was that I trashed Rosie horribly. Because A, she was nice to me when I met her, and B, after her show, I started to like her because she was honest. She brutalized Michael Jackson. And on the very first episode of Tough Crowd, you know, Patrice knows the Act 4s we would do. Mine was a fatwa. Colin had us issue fatwas. and mine was on Rosie O'Donnell. And this was when Janine Garofalo gave me the thumbs down because she was her fatwa was a non-violent one. That was the way she did it.
And it should be, Jimmy.
But
that's what she's all about.
But here's show business for you. Jimmy, he likes Rosie because of like what he because Janine Garofalo. I would trash Janine Garofalo until I met her. And I'm like, why couldn't you be as bad as I hoped you would be so I can hate you?
Oh, is that what it is?
She ended up liking me. So I could never really trash Janine. This is show business. I could easily trash Fathead, his new friend, that bubblehead Rosie O'Donnell. Because I never met her.
You know, he's right. The only person that isn't like that I know is Opie. I swear to you, because I'm like that too. I could lay some venom out on people. And then when I meet them, it pisses me off when they're nice and different than I thought. And, you know, you talk to them, they're engaging, and then you leave going, God, I really wanted to hate that idiot.
See, I don't have that in my head.
And Opie's just like, I hate you. I don't care if I get cancer and you cure it. I'm going to still hate you.
The word you're looking for is a soul.
Yeah.
just shut you down.
Right.
It's amazing. That's why it's like the deal with Opie, you gotta be devoid of that thing where you need something. Where you just go, hey, Opie, like you can really, if you was a girl, you could sleep with Opie and look into his eyes, he could look into yours, and then he can go, oh, you know what? I hate you. You know what? I'm sorry, I was lost for a second, but I hate. But Opie will hate you, not because he does, but because something it says, you know what? I just think I should just. I'm gonna hate him.
It's something like on a genetic level.
Like he
will hate you.
He has to try and hate you.
When he senses neediness, I know this about Ope. When he senses a neediness or a desperation for his approval, I guess there's a fraudulence to that. It just sickens him, and that's what I noticed about Ope. You hate people the most. People who are pretty upfront and themselves. He doesn't have a problem with.
Thank you. But Opie, he does.
I'm in the room, by the way.
Right here.
I'm here.
We're profiling you there, man.
Hello, I'm here.
We're talking about
we're profiling you so we can see the next Opies coming up. Opie, if he sees you don't need him, he'll golden handcuff you so that you'll need him. Then he can hate you for needing him. Opie will have you need him.
I've done a lot of good in my life, though, too.
Yes, I like the guy. It is what it is. See, I learned how to deal with people.
It's just an honesty. I can't be bothered. I just can't be bothered with phoniness.
You can't be bothered. You can't be. But
no, I can't.
You know what you are? You're like me with girls. I'll take the chance of ruining a relationship just in case she's trying to get out of pocket, you know? So it might be wrong and it might be harsh, but it's better than I'd rather be wrong.
You'd rather throw away a potential good relationship with a girl than I think she's trying to get into my pocket or.
So he doesn't know exactly when someone's being phony. He just goes, you know what? I'm sensing it and I'm gonna act on it even if the guy ain't phony.
I used to be a really nice guy and very innocent. And I got stepped on my entire life, and one day I just woke up and said, you know what, it's time to fight back. I can't take this crap anymore.
Here's something
I did everything right growing up. I never missed curfew, and I got the A's in school, and everyone, you know, and it got me nowhere.
The A's.
Somebody took advantage of it.
A's.
But here's what you do that
People were taking advantage of me. Seriously, most of my radio career, by the way, too. I mean, I didn't make any money until 10 years ago. I've been at this over 20 years now. People took advantage of me, made me work Christmas and all this stuff year after year, and I just sat there and took it. All right, whatever you want. You know.
You see the profile? It's pain and suffering.
And then, absolutely. And then one day I said, you know what? F this.
We're totally different people, but I went through like the same thing too. I
Yours
used to
was
just
dumbness.
No, mine was just, I don't know. I just wanted to avoid confrontation. So I would get stepped on instead of having to, like, confront something.
Now you super confronted.
I'm super.
Hold on.
Yeah.
And I'm with Anthony on that, too. I never confronted people.
Yeah.
When people would give me an attitude in stores or in my personal life, I'm like, oh, all right, I'm sorry. And I'd be, like, cowering and walk away like, oh, my God, I don't want a scene. And then something snapped in me, and I'm like, you know what? No, now
it's different.
I'm into the scene.
You are now the psychological profile of that. If you like to know that,
go ahead.
That stuff.
If you like to know that doo-doo, I will tell you.
But one thing he does that I love is, like, if you have a problem with Open and you work it out and you talk about it, it's like, you're good at, if someone goes, well, how come you did this? You'll actually go, oh yeah, I did do that. I'm sorry, man. It's not like some stubborn stick to the, which I respect that. It's not, if you do something that you don't think is right and somebody mentions it to you, you're very amenable to, like, going, oh yeah, maybe I did do that. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Sometimes I do that.
When Jimmy and I had that all-out brawl on the air, it took a 2-minute phone call to take care of the situation.
And that was it.
Yeah, because I had to admit I was an ass.
But there are some grudges you hold, like Simon Wiesenthal.
Well,
you know.
Well, yeah, because it's fun.
Hunting down other Florida radio hosts when they wind up in Europe in 30 years, trying to get diamonds out of a bank.
That's kind of fun, though. This
guy's irregular, incontinent. He's got a diaper on, and they still want to drag him to justice.
Where were we, though? A tangent. Oh, Rosie O'Donnell thing?
Yeah, and what Patrice was saying, the opposite. I had the opposite thing with Janine Garofalo, where I kind of thought everybody was just trashing her, and I would always defend her. Cause I always said that she was a decent stand-up. I never thought she was a bad stand-up. I thought she was kind of original, and people always trash her, like, she's all right. And then I met her and dealt with her, and to me, she was so phony because we went through an Act 4 rehearsal. We used to do that. Remember, we would read through our Act 4s, so the network could censor them, so we would all see each other's Act 4s. And afterwards, she said to me, the rehearsal, she goes, do you really feel that way about Rosie? And I'm like, well, it was more her TV personality that I hated so much than who she is. I just hated the phoniness of when she was on her show. Mm-hmm. And then when I did it in front of an audience, she's thumbs downing me, like she couldn't believe it. It was like, you phony, you knew what I was going to say, and you're acting like you're taking off guard.
She's protecting her own...
Exactly.
Now, why wouldn't you call her out on that?
I was too nervous. First tough crowd. To be honest with you, if I had to go back and do it again, I would have. But we were timed in those things, and it was the first one. We had 8 test shows.
Yeah, I got you.
I didn't feel confident enough to do that. So I trashed Rosie in this fatwa, and that was one I felt bad about. And I've never dealt with her, but she was nice to me when I did deal with her. I'm like, why did I do that? Because she was actually very cool and very down to earth. But why
do we like who likes us and dislike who dislikes us? Like, let's say I really like you guys. But you go, yeah, I hate Patrice.
I mean, let's say.
But why that? Fair enough. But why would your hatred, if I really like what you give me, right, but you don't like what I do, why is it I can't still like you? Why can't I go, you know what? Anthony hates me, but boy, I really like the dude.
You can. It's called the wife of an alcoholic. I think it's healthy to like people who like you. It's a little healthier.
But I'm saying, why do you have to like her because she's now likable? Why can't you still dislike her?
Dislike?
I don't know. And I'm talking about me too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Garofalo, I trash her because she used to pick up her paper and read it.
Yeah, read it off the stool. It was always that too cool for the room delivery.
And I hated that.
Look, I just stopped in to try out some material on you guys.
Yeah, some new material. Let me pull out my little piece of paper and put it on the stool here.
Because I'm that damn good.
And
let me see what's in the book
all
here.
Rehearsed.
But when I met her, she not only was she likable, she liked me more than it's like, why are you being this why are you liking me like this?
I would have no problem if she was sitting there just to look at her and just go, ugh.
See, and that's what I was bringing up before.
I have no problem doing it.
Me and Opie,
none whatsoever.
A lot of similarities with the, you
have a problem not doing it, actually.
Growing up and getting stepped on and stuff. Now, you handle things. I still, to this day, if I see myself getting stepped on, I'll try at the beginning to handle it with diplomacy. I will try to be diplomatic. Opie, shock and awe, will just break out the nukes and
hold on, this is where it changed, by the way. When I started working with Anthony at BAB, I was still very nice, a very nice guy on the radio, very innocent, blah, blah, blah. It was when we went to Boston and I knew Ant and I had something and they were still just getting in my way.
We were just being squatted upon.
I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this. And I changed on a dime that day.
Yeah.
That day.
Schizo-like.
And I've never looked back.
Now, that's
never
the
looked
same
back.
thing.
Sometimes I'll leave the studio and somebody will be saying something. I'm like, why didn't I'll beat myself up at home. Like, why didn't I confront that person?
That's the same thing with a fat man, a fat kid who liked women.
Oh, boy.
And who was very nice.
And what was his name?
His name was Little Treacy. and who used to write poems and used to give up and used to say, will you go to this thing with me? And girls would go, beat it, fat boy. So it's the same thing that once I decided, you know what? I'm going to take a L. That's what you decide. You're going to start taking a loss rather take a loss than to sit there and have that warped kind of bent over feeling. You know what I'm saying? Where your soul looks like Jimmy. Like it's like the way Jimmy looks. That's how your inner soul is. A little bent up, funny looking man.
Is that a compliment?
That's what happened. But that's what happened to me. When you think I'm hard with women, that's the same thing that happened to Opie.
I think
same thing that happened to you.
I think you're crazy hard with women.
Yeah. Bert in Jersey,
but I
really
understand
fast.
Where it's coming from.
Bert,
Yes.
go.
Hey, Anthony, Opie, how you guys doing?
Good, make it fast because we're like way behind today for some reason.
No problem.
That means we're having a good show, actually. Go ahead, Bert.
Opie, what a tough guy you were when you and Anthony were talking bad about Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah, I definitely folded. I folded on that one.
Buckled under.
That's one of the only ones I ever folded on. After we trashed her, and then she heard us trashing her live on the air while she was getting ready in a makeup trailer.
We were kind of taken by surprise.
And we thought it was one of our dopey listeners imitating Sarah, like, yeah, Sarah Jessica Parker's on the phone. And it was really her. And absolutely I caved, Anthony caved. We looked like a bunch of,
Hamna.
Yeah, because we couldn't believe she was actually listening.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
So you're right. I mean,
Jesus, this guy you can't get nothing past anybody. You just got to fight being a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Because,
you know what?
Like, if I would curse such as a, yeah, really?
Remember?
You know what, though?
Sucker?
Hold on. This is the difference with this radio show. I saw that phone call. We didn't have to take it, and we would still look like, tough guys.
You manly.
But the guy called me out on it, and I gave him his chance.
Was you expecting when she called, did you immediately fold up when you saw it was her calling?
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
you folded up when you saw her voice?
No, absolutely.
Or heard her voice.
As soon as we heard her voice, I got the nerves hit. And I'm like Anthony said, we were both.
Her whole pitch, and there really is no way to defend against this, was she goes, you guys don't because we were trashing her. She had hosted the MTV Music Awards.
Ruth Buzzy in a dress.
Something, Ruth Buzzy.
Horse face.
Yeah, horse face. It was really bad.
It was just...
And she called up and goes, you know what? I'm just, I'm hearing about what you're saying and everything. And she goes, and you guys on the radio just don't understand that we're people and we're out there listening and there's no reason for this. And we're sitting there going, yeah, there are people listening.
Hey, Jessica, how many times have you listened? Count with your hoof.
See, now that would have been funny.
Let me take you out for some oats.
That's another thing, too.
What do you say we go out, you strap on the old feed bag?
It's who you are exposed to, too. I could trash Sarah Jessica all day because I would never think I would ever bump into her. Right. Some goofy white lady, Matt, whatever, Broderick's goofy wife.
Yeah.
I could trash all day about how ugly she is, ugly white woman. But it'd be hard for me, like Queen Latifah, I couldn't really...
No?
Not because it's like I can't really go...
you'd be giving your card away.
Listen, let's...
You'd have to give back your card membership.
The best was when Opie confronted Darva Conger at the Boston Brewery, and she stormed off mad.
Crying. Not even mad.
I made her cry.
Into tears.
Well, because she was trying to say that... What was that whole thing about? She was in Playboy?
Yeah, you said...
What was Darva Conger again? Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire?
Yeah.
And then she's was claiming that she didn't... What was the whole story? I can't remember now. I know she ended up in Playboy, and I'm like, look, you're just doing it to keep your fame going.
Yeah.
And she got
mad. How is this guy? We backed down with The Rock and Dice?
We did not.
We did not. Stop it.
Jeremy.
I heard you back down with The Rock, though.
Jeremy.
It's The Rock.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, so those guys totally backed down. When you had all those songs, you were making fun of Rock. You had Rocks and Pussy and stuff like that.
What?
And like when he came in the studio, like you guys, like everybody clammed up. And the same thing happened with Dice the first time.
He called out a guy that was running a racist wrestling website that we had no idea was racist. He was a fan of, it's a whole story, and he found out that this kid was in studio because we invited this kid in because he did a lot of great stuff for us as far as the wrestling part of our show went back then. And Rock called him out and said, if you are associated with this guy, I'm out of here. And we were all just shocked, like, what the heck is going on?
This guy runs
we were
a website.
blindsided, and then he walked out, and then he tried to get back on the show, if you remember, and we had him on the phone, and we said, look, sorry, you can't be on our show anymore. And then I said something like, look, someday we're going to be bigger than you, and you better remember this. And boy, we're eating our words there.
And we've had The Rock back on, and we're fine with The Rock. And Dice, just stop it. Dice.
Come on.
Have we ever backed down?
First time. No, I'm not saying that eventually, like, you guys didn't, give him the trash to his face, but like the first time he was in the studio after you guys had been ragging on him for a while, I felt like you guys were really,
oh, my God. God damn it, Jeremy. Will you listen to the show closer?
We never tape. We never laid off on the guy. Hey, Jake.
We never had a beef with Dice until he decided to start doing Howard Show again out of nowhere. We never had a beef with the guy. We goofed on him in a fun way. There was no real beef there. We were fooling around with him.
It was,
he was fooling around
a
back.
gag. He kind of enjoyed the fact that we used to joke around, and people actually thought that Dice was sweeping the floor around the studio.
All those years we had Dice on, we didn't have one beef.
People don't get it.
Hello?
I'm tired of arguing with. Now we're just arguing with the listeners over ancient stuff.
Jersey, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, Opie. Hey, I remember the one time, actually, had Tommy Lee calling in, and you were getting on his case pretty bad. I guess you weren't supposed to talk about Pamela Anderson.
The night before, she had been on Larry King and announced that Tommy gave her hepatitis.
Yeah.
That was what she said.
She said hepatitis. So that we just happen to have Tommy Lee on the next day. Of course, we're going to go, hey, your ex was on Larry King talking some crap about you. What do you have to say about that? Oh, dude, man, dude.
You're bringing that up.
You're bringing that.
It's the only thing we want to talk to you about.
He said you're mentioning the P word.
Yeah.
Pam.
And I go, well, she was on Larry King last night. Ah, that's old news. I'm like, old news? It was last
night.
And then he goes,
she accused you of giving her the hep.
I know it pissed me off that time. He goes, hey, you guys were told not to talk about that. I'm like, oh, boy. Here we go. Here we go. Because, A, we were never told. B, he's calling us out, making us sound like we listen to people when it comes to that crap.
Where'd you hear and hep see that?
So I called him the P word, the other P word, for a female.
Vagina?
For a female.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know if they're going to let that through, but I called...
Yeah, you called him a pussy. That's fine. You can do that.
You can't? All right. And I called him, and he goes, you say that again, man, I'm hanging up. And boom, without even...
Yeah, just called him...
like the way it happened was, hey, if you call me a P word one more time, I'm hanging up. And you're like, P.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And then he hung right up, and that was it. Goodbye.
We got him back on the phone.
Get off the phone and watch your pool.
All right, listen.
Why don't you do that, my friend?
With that, we better take a break. We are so
Quickly.
sweet. All right, it's the ONA virus spreading across America. Patrice O'Neal in studio today.
Same what night he's at Caroline's. If you're in Jersey, South Jersey, come down. See me at the factory.
Thank God.
You for stealing his thunder there.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, Jim.
Of course.
That means all those... I'll be going to see you.
There you go.
732-545 ha.
One more time, Jimmy will be there the same weekend. I'm at Caroline.
That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
All right, listen, we got to get
phone number alone.
Thank God.
Makes you laugh.
732-545, and then put your laughing hat on. Ha.
You're dialing laughing.
That's the great Vinnie Brand's club, by the way.
I'd like to put on metal shoes and kick him in the bag.
Oh, Vinnie?
He has one of the best comedy clubs in the New York area.
That dumb phone number. Thinks he's clever.
Oh, he really...
Oh, yeah, he's got to get rid of that.
It's memorable. Ha.
All right, listen, we got to move on. We are so late.
Yeah.
We haven't even taken a break this hour yet, officially. Even though we just came back from break.
Yeah, we were catching up from last hour. That's how it works in the regular radio.
Do the math at home. This is going to be an ugly hour.
Oof.
Filled with a lot of commercials.
But in between, hilarity.
See? If you're listening on XM,
funny.
Yes, you get the hilarity.
I'd burp. It's crazy.
Because they don't really have many commercials over there. And we'll be doing the second half of the show exclusively on XM Satellite Radio. You're going to continue, right?
Yeah, I get to say...
You get to do the walk with us for once?
I get to say the other word other than doo-doo. I get to say the other word other than breast. I get to say the other word other than faggot.
Oh. Other than faggot.
There's another word for that?
No, sissy.
There is.
Want to see if you can say faggot on the air.
Oh, sure can.
No, faggot is allowed everywhere.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Except Comedy Central or a lot of those places won't let you say because they consider it like a slur.
I think smoker is the one you really can't really say.
Let's play this fatwa.
Fatwa.
Fatwa. So it's Rosie, you did this before you met her, and now you love her, and
No,
now
I
you
did
feel...
it after I met her, and I regretted it because she had been so nice to me when I did meet her.
Oh, wow.
I just did it because I was
wasn't
attacking
listening.
that public persona, and I kind of felt bad about it after I did it. Not like she was going to hurt because I had already met her. It was like she was so nice in hindsight. I was like, why'd you do that, man? She was nice to you on a personal level. And whatever, the more I saw her trashing other celebrities,
You know
the more I liked
something?
her.
Yeah, relax, because her act also is trashing people that she seems to care about on a personal level. So screw her.
I haven't done this, yeah.
I thought she was a boob on
Forget
the show,
it.
especially when she got after my boy there with the gun boy. And
Oh, absolutely.
Not
Yeah,
even
yeah.
down with him.
Blindsided him.
I think I mentioned that. I don't remember. I haven't watched it. Heard
All right,
this
let's
in 2
listen to
years,
this.
3 years.
James W. Norton. Is the middle name W? Or did I just make that up?
I would like to issue an extra violent fatwa.
You ignored me.
Against Rosie O'Donnell for the crimes of being a self-righteous, hypocritical, morbidly obese manatee with bad tattoos and no magazine. Every time I hear the term cutie patootie, I wonder what a hammer would look like buried in her Easter Island statue head. Well, folks, I'm not finished. For 6 years, you had us believing you were nice and housewifey, when deep down, all you really wanted was to lay back while Madonna left a slug trail on your face.
Well, I guess see, if he hadn't cut me off, you would have missed that one, folks. To Jim, well, it's too late. We have to get the hell out of here, unfortunately. Thank you all for the, get on the jihad bandwagon, folks, yourself, and go issue your own fatwas to people that you don't like. We'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it wasn't all that. They actually made me change. Easter Island statue, I had Down syndrome size head or whatever.
Oh, and they made you change it.
And the extra violent one was in response to Janine going non-violent.
Yeah.
Did you?
I actually hadn't heard that in a long time.
Did she see it when she was nice to you?
She'd been nice to me before. And again, I didn't feel horribly guilty about it, like, oh, I should kill myself. It's just like one of those things that was like, of all the targets I could have went after on that first one, I kind of kept old dislike of her. Mm-hmm. And then when I met her on the original, you know, the Three Tough Crowds, the 3 Colin Quinn shows on NBC, Rosie was on one of them. She was really, like, nice.
Oh, relax.
All right, you got your
And
picture.
she's a flatso,
All
by
I'm
the way,
saying is she
also.
was nice to me
Worst
when I
thing
met
that
her.
a fat woman can be is a flatso. Not even, you know, a fat woman, at least if she's got a good upper portion, at least there's something to go with there. She's just got gut and nothing.
She was just a flat stove with a stussy.
Wow.
No, and I was on that NBC show, remember?
Yeah, I know.
And I took a different take on that, on her being nice. What happened is she was supposed to do a sketch with Colin.
Yes.
Right?
Married couple.
And then she went, I want to do it. Right? She was like prima donna type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened is she said, I'll do, because what the other show was just us doing Act 4s back then. Remember? It was
called the Town Square. We all sat on steps and did a piece of our act.
All we did was just do what he did, but at the end. So she goes, all right, I'll do one of those. So during practice, during rehearsal, we go over there, she starts sitting around as if she did not realize that it was consisting of me, Norton, Nick DiPaolo, Keith Robinson, and I think it was Voss. Five guys.
Joey Vega, I think.
Vega?
Yep.
So 5 dudes who've been in the business as long as Rosie, but we're losers. So when she sat down, she realized we didn't give whatever about her. Like she was going, and we were just looking at her like, you fat, you bubblegum head, you better get in line or you're going to get embarrassed. That's when she started getting nice, when she realized she wasn't bigger.
She was in a
than the
potentially
situation.
bad
Yes.
situation there.
See, I just, my only memory of her really being there, aside from I didn't interact with her much, was when she went something about like all the new blood or whatever. She said something very nice about all of us that wasn't to me. It was to somebody else as we were making an entrance about all the comics. Like it was very complimentary, and that was what I remember.
Tell me when they're coming so I can be nice.
But no, it wasn't like I just heard her say
hyenas.
something.
Hyenas was circling. She knew she was going to catch a fat one in the head because it was like no one was impressed.
And that sketch she was supposed to do, she was supposed to do a sketch with Colin where they were a married couple and she was bashing him. And I remember her saying this against somebody. She's like, I just came out this week. Now if I do that, they're going to think, oh, great, she's bashing me. I don't know if that was her real motive, but I remember her saying, I just came out this week. She had just come out of the closet. And
she's gay?
I was as shocked as anybody.
I thought she was a blind mountain climber.
I couldn't believe it. I thought she just enjoyed
hope
tacos.
you were listening early.
Oh, my God.
You know what? Wait, we just got to play it again. It's that
sorry,
damn good.
No, it's okay.
The Doc Martin sweatsuit didn't give it away.
Patrice,
This is a news flub.
listen to this news flub. It's terrific from earlier.
Right after the break, we're going to interview Eric Weihenmayer, who climbed the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. But he's gay. Excuse me, he's blind.
Okay, as we head to the break, a look at the six.
I didn't confuse those two.
But he's gay. How about that?
Oh, he thought it was a cigar, so he smoked it.
How great is that?
How do you even fraud yourself there?
Yeah, I know. That was like.
Figure out why.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
She was with her Sex and the City type friends that afternoon before the broadcast, talking, just yapping about sex. I think that guy's gay, and all that was in their head, in her little chicken head. And then she's trying to do the news, and gay, blind. And the guy had to save her. The guy had to pull her out of that mess. Well, we'll be back after these words from some faggot selling shampoo.
I'm a respected newsman. What the hell is going on?
What is that?
Why did they team me up with this broad?
God forbid he should address it honestly. Like, did you hear what you just said?
I know, that would
How
be
did you
great.
mix those up?
Thank God it wasn't
that to happen.
Thank God it wasn't a gardening story about chiggers. Could have absolutely gotten fired for that one.
Or orange juice.
All right, listen, if we step aside, then we can go to the end. How do we?
Yeah, let's do that.
We got to play catch up.
Break out of the way.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Sorry. We needed that break, Karen.
Another bear had to die in Jersey. We got that. We got the creepy spouse. What he did to his wife online. We'll get to that story before we get out of here.
Exfoliate it means, by the way?
That's when you scrape something on your skin.
No, what are they going to exfoliate the bear? What are they going to do to the bear?
Exfoliate?
Yeah,
with a loofah.
They're not going to kill him.
Wonderful treatment.
They're not going to kill the bear. They're going to exfoliate it. So what is the word?
And then I'm going to get a hot stone massage and a water bath.
What's the word instead
Euthanize?
of killing?
Euthanize.
Exfoliate.
Whatever.
Exfoliate. That's like gay and blind.
They're going to lotion the bear.
Exfoliate.
But even that's how they kill him.
By exfoliating him?
When they euthanize...
Euthanize, yeah.
No, they kill them.
Yeah, that's killing.
That's what I'm saying. They've been using this word instead of kill it.
Yeah.
Saying
euthanize sounds nicer.
I couldn't even remember the name, so I just said exfoliate.
Yeah, he made the mistake saying exfoliation, which is the skin when you take a loofah spot.
Yeah, you scrape
all right.
your feet.
and also, before we get out of here, Rocky IV.
Oh,
the speech.
Yeah.
Oh, the awful speech.
Sly should die.
Let's go to break.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Opie and Anthony Show. Radio to the power of rock.
Sounds exciting.
Opie and Anthony, weekday mornings.
Playing Caroline's a week from today, through the weekend.
And also Norton.
Don't confuse the plugs. We'll give his plug at the end of the show.
I just want to make sure everybody.
I know why he's doing it.
See me.
Patrice.
Norton is only a half hour away that same night.
Monster Rain.
The next, it's Memorial Day weekend. P-Dog, as we call him, is at Caroline's, and Jimmy Cakes is at the Stress Factory. So you come to whichever show you want, or maybe come to both.
I love you, Jimmy Cakes.
There's plenty of room in this town for all of us.
Right.
That's right. How about this? Whites at the Stress Factory, blacks at Caroline's.
I love you, Johnny Cakes.
Oh, God.
I love you, Johnny Cakes.
I love you, Johnny Cakes.
I watched most of the Sopranos episode. I'm not caught up yet. I watched like the first 45 minutes of it, and I saw that scene.
Yeah.
Hot.
Oof.
I don't like man-to-man kissing, like with the mustache.
They are just going at it with that kissing on The Sopranos. Oh, but Frank Vincent is a little
I didn't see that part yet.
PO'd. It looks to me in the preview of next week that it's over for Vito.
Maybe.
It looks like it's over.
Is it blasphemous to say you've never seen The Sopranos?
Not for a black guy. If you're Italian, they can actually have you killed.
Okay. All right,
if you haven't watched it since the beginning.
I thought it was popular enough to just for everybody to be into it. Like it's one of those things where you like I've never.
They were when it first came out.
I've lost interest.
No, I'm not to that point yet.
I didn't watch until we were off the air. I had nothing to do, so Nick DiPaolo kept yelling, "How are you gonna watch The Sopranos?" So I watched, I bought the one season, and I fell in love with it. I had never seen it either, and I wanted, there was like 5 seasons out, so I bought them.
Rocky.
Rocky.
We were talking about this, I think, last week. Rocky IV and the speech at the end of the movie and how awful it is.
What a cornball Stallone is. Like this stupid trying to get sentiment that doesn't exist.
We love all the Rocky movies. From the first one, where Talia Shire drops that stewed tomato on the floor of the pet shop.
Wait, was that one or there was two?
Was that two?
Yeah, in one, Paulie threw the turkey out the window, which was kind of similar. Same splatting sound.
No. One was a stewed tomato.
Yeah, right? No, wait.
No,
because they got married.
In part two.
I was thinking maybe we ought to get married.
I guarantee
If you let a black man tell you about Rocky, you are under punishment for the rest of your life.
Remember, she was in a coma in part two. No, she wasn't pregnant in part one.
Part one, she fell on the floor in pain in the pet.
How much you want to bet? I'll bet you your hat.
Part one.
Why would you want that hat?
You might be right.
I don't. I just knew he wanted it. So
Hold on.
Something that meant something to him.
Part one.
I think you might be right.
Yeah.
She is not pregnant.
She's in a coma in part two, and she goes, I just want you to do one thing. And he goes, what? And she goes, win. Oh, I thought she said act.
Oh, wait a minute. But Stu Tomato, I assume, was death of a kid.
That's what I thought.
The kid lives to be a teenager in part three. He lives.
Oh, he didn't get pregnant again?
But she has a miscarriage at some point.
Yeah, no, she doesn't. She grabs her. No, she grabs her stomach and she falls when she's lifting a feed bag, and she goes and falls into a coma and has the kid.
Oh.
And he goes, I waited for us to see it together.
You call it a Stu Tomato, which made me think she had a miscarriage.
That's what I thought.
That was what we said.
My mistake.
That was just but it's always fun to assume a miscarriage.
I thought maybe we'd have a stewed tomato. Go to the zoo. I like the tigers.
But no, remember she didn't.
He went from a complete mumbling retard to profound Rocky. How did that happen?
In three.
Yeah, in three.
In three, when you can understand when and everything, where she's the strength, where she gets tired of him being a sissy, and she goes.
When she's yelling at him, and it's like, Rocky, you got to do what you do. Well, you want to hear? I'm scared, okay? and she's like, you're not being a man. And he's like, wait, all right, slow down, bitch. I kicked ass.
She's like, you got to do it for the right reasons, not for money or me. And all you can look at is her cave nostrils. Oh. It's the worst camera angle ever shot on a woman.
I swear to you, I just want Carlo to come in and kick her in the stomach.
Clean it up.
That door.
You Coppola relative.
Go ahead. Be a bad actress like your father.
Is she related?
He did a Damon Wayans family for a minute. I forgot about Coppola had everybody, but that ruined him putting his daughter in Godfather 3.
And also Nicolas Cage, his real last name is Coppola.
Yeah.
Nicolas Coppola.
They're all related.
Nicolas Cage is all related.
Yes. I don't know Nicolas Cage's relation, if he's a son or a nephew, but he's related.
Let's play the speech from Rocky.
Yeah,
so we brought this up last week, how awful it is.
After he beats the Russian in Russia.
Right now he's gonna get Russia and the United States to get along with each other.
And Dolph Lundgren's crying, by the way, in the scene.
Yeah.
He starts to cry. Yeah, Rocky gets to him.
Get out.
I must crush you.
I don't remember that part.
Oh.
Maybe he's crying because he knows that his wife in the movie is a whore who sends naked pictures to the guy he just fought, and then they get married. Get out your hankies, folks.
And then
later hooks up with
Flavor Flav. Let's Flavor Flav put it in a cigar burn.
Hey, everyone is pointing this out, so we got to go to the phones. Mike and Yonkers, go.
Hi, I'm looking at the pad data, and I found the E from Stanley Cup from yesterday.
No way. Did Derek spell Rocky with an EY?
Yeah.
He's a retard.
See, this is for the XM people. We have, you look at your unit, you can see what we're talking about.
Yeah,
it
it's
helps
called
the show.
pad data.
The unit.
Your XM unit.
Your XM unit. Look at your own.
And I guess he wrote Rocky, Rockey, on the pad data today.
Guaranteed he's going to say it was a joke.
Yeah, it wasn't.
That he did it on purpose.
Derek.
He's stupid.
He admitted yesterday at the end of the second half of the show that he's a bad speller.
And he's in charge of putting pad data up.
Yeah.
Rocky with an E.
All right, here we go. The Rocky speech from Rocky IV.
Hello, I'm Rocky.
Dope. They're all commenting about it on the instant feedback. So
two E's and a what is that shit?
We knew he'd get one in. There's the first one, Patrice.
You almost made it.
With an accent over it.
Hey, Derek,
you almost made it.
You know how to spell it? Rockeigh? Dummy.
All right, here we go. The Rocky speech from the end of Rocky IV.
I came here tonight, and I didn't know what to expect.
Bad movie.
I seen a lot of people hating me, and I didn't know what to feel about that, so I guess I didn't like you much none either.
Я думаю, что я не любил их тоже.
During
That's
this fight,
pretty short in Russian.
I seen a lot of changing.
В течение всего этого боя я понял, что
Gabrustan faggot.
The way you felt about me and the way I felt about you.
Я чувствовал, что вы тоже изменились.
In here,
Ugly language.
the two guys
Language of the stripper.
killing each other. But I guess that's better than 20 million.
Я думаю, что это лучше.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Rocky. He does get the slow clap, by the way, at the end.
He does?
It's the worst slow clap scene ever.
And when he says 20 million, he means everyone watching this, seeing a man who's trying to be poignant and just embarrassing himself.
You know, I'm trying to act up here, people.
And this was back when Russia had toilet paper. This was back when on video games, and you could tell who the strongest, who our enemy is by who the last level on the video game is.
Yeah.
That's back when Russia,
the big Russian guy.
Russia was the hardest level. This was back when they were Russia.
You start off with some Cambodian guy you had to fight.
Rocky VI is in North Korea. He beats the North Korean kickboxer. Some guy's like, why how? And I like to say, you gooks.
You know,
I hate gooks.
if we could all just come together here in North Korea. I know the fight lasted 12 seconds.
Hey, Rocky, come on. You fought the big guy.
Let's get back to the speech here.
So what I'm trying to say is
Please.
that if I can change,
Я думаю, что каждый тоже изменился.
and you can change,
Вы можете измениться.
everybody can change.
It's time to change. It's time to change. Sha-na-na-na-na-na. Sha-na-na-na-na. Summer turns to winter, and winter turns to spring. Come on, Greg, Bobby, Cindy, sing it with me. Time to change.
Ass.
And summer turns to spring. Dad caught something. Now he hardly weighs anything. It's time to explain.
Sha-la-la-la. Bobby, Cindy, I wrote a song.
Oh, my God.
Oh, this movie stinks. I think it's jinxed. Gotta go to Mr. Hanalei and put it back in the cave or something. Adrian, come with me. I'm afraid. I'm scared, okay?
Back to the speech.
I woke up and there was a tarantula on me and I almost got hit with the sting in the hotel. And I wiped out surfing.
Hey, you guys. Oh, my nose.
If her nose gets hit, she's got a shade.
Jackass.
What an awful speech.
If I can change.
Did you do the tiki move? Who had the tiki?
It's tiki. Adrian, the tiki scares me. I gotta get rid of it. Alice's back went out. She's taking hula lessons. And Marcia was so goddamn hot in that scene.
Did you steal a goat, Rock? You stole a goat, didn't you, Rock?
I stole a goat and I put it up in a room, and my father thought I was having sex with a girl up there. Very risque Brady Bunch. So he came in to check it out when he found out it was a goat. Well, you know what Robert Reed was into.
Oh, my God. Is that Davy from the Monkees, Rocky?
Back to the speech. We're running out of time here.
Look what you've done to me.
Do you like applesauce, Rock?
Hey, Davy Jones has got to come to the prom, and if he could go to the prom, and we could all get together, We're gonna sneak around like a ghost in the house so no one takes it and sells it. Now I'm gonna play a little tune on Robert Reed's ribs.
Oh my God! Oh God!
We're not going to get to the end of the speech.
Oh, come on. We got to get the
ready
speech.
for a good cry.
All right, here we go. Rocky 4. Rocky's speech at the end of the movie in front of all the Russians.
Doesn't fight the power. If you finally made enough to have your cleft palate fixed. Hey, wait a minute. And every one of his movies has a song like, remember Over the Top?
Oh.
He drove away in the truck and it's this music and
same music.
Oh, in your arm. He's got a heart of fire.
It's some bad cliche, awful thing.
And a mind of pudding.
He is a cornball, Sylvester Stallone.
Well, that's his goofy brother.
Oh.
This music.
Oh, yeah, the other one. What's his name? Frank Stallone.
Wait, are the words going up right now? The credits?
Oh, yeah.
And like they freeze frame him with his arm in the air, and then slowly fade it out. That's the typical 80s movie ending.
Part 3, the best Rocky.
Yeah. Well, you got Clubber Lang in there.
I like part 3.
Hey, bad boy. Hey, fool. Won't you come over my place? I'll show you a real man.
Like he wouldn't have thrown the N-bomb out then. Like if there's some big black guy saying he's going to be railing your wife, like, won't you come over my place? I'll show you what a real man's like. Paper champion. Hey, woman. Hey, woman. Wait, but did you see when she held her fur coat together by the top collar? Yeah,
said, hey,
she was
woman.
like, oh,
Went,
me?
Why don't you come over my place? I'll show you a real man. Hey, listen, you coon. I've had about enough of your crap.
And Mickey finally tells him, because you can't win, Rock, and I'm a Jew. Nobody knew my last name was Goldstein.
Yeah, well, the song, it had everything.
Mickey, you're a Jew?
I had a tiger, Rock. I had a tiger.
And Apollo wants that favor.
You're a Jew? Is that why you've been taking 25%? Rock, I want you to chase these matzo balls down the street to increase your speed. If you can catch a matzo ball, you can catch a schwarzer.
If you can knock this frisbee hat off my head, you can win, Rock. Pick up that penny with your glove on, Rock.
I want you to punch out all the candles on this menorah.
You know I'll stretch it out. You know you had that little Italian penis. You know I'll get it in there. You know I'm gonna tear your hymen to shreds.
What are you nuts?
You know you got speed when you can pick up that extra skin with this glove and snip it off, Rock. Control the media, Rock.
Control an elder of Zion, Rock. You're an elder of Zion, Rock. There's 25 protocols to being a Jew, Rock. I'm up to 18.
God.
And that water's cold, too. And it's deep. And it's deep, too.
Damn it.
Oh, God, racist Rock. Racist Rock.
Racist Rocky.
Usually white women got flat booties, but I'll take this one. Hey, woman.
And he's working out in like the basement.
Yeah.
And Rocky's got a show going on.
Rocky's in the
That was a good one, though.
Waldorf suite.
Yeah.
That was the greatest. Hulk
Kissing
Hogan.
women.
Come on, dude.
Thunder Lips.
Thunder
That
Lips
was
is
good.
there in the flesh, baby. I love that movie.
Well, that does it for the first half of the Opie and Anthony Show.
We're doing the walkover.
Patrice is going to continue with us exclusively on XM Satellite Radio.
Can I stay here?
No.
We wish we could just stay and do the whole show from one place. But now we got to do the walk. That'll be live on XM, and then we'll continue on XM with Patrice O'Neal. If you're not going to join us, Patrice O'Neal will be at Caroline's a week from tonight through the weekend. Caroline's phone number, once again, 212-757-4100. All right on. Thanks for checking us out today on this half of the Yawn Show.
Moses and Joshua show now.
We will walk the desert and find a studio.
We're going to part a puddle.
Guys, we appreciate you listening. And
to drop something with this chick, man. Oh, my God, Lord.
Did she look?
Oh, she looked good. Good for her. Good.
Good for her.
People hate you in this building.
Oh, that's okay. Bump into me anytime, Jimmy.
Ooh. Ass to
Bunch
dick.
of businessmen.
Wait, what happened?
Ask her why she looked at... Excuse me, why do you guys hate, like, what they're doing?
I don't hate. I don't know what they're doing.
There's a lot of weird looking. I want to know what this looking is.
I think it's
Black woman,
curiosity.
to be honest. Excuse me, ma'am. Sister? Why?
I was just walking to get some coffee.
Sister? Racist? Excuse me.
Why wouldn't the sister stop? Why wouldn't the sister stop for
Something's
you?
going on, man. Don't you see the faces? All right, look at this lady.
Yeah,
ma'am,
hi.
Ma'am, hi. Ma'am, hi. What's the problem here with this thing? Why do people in this building hate this show so much?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I really don't.
By the way, do you still talk to Tootie and Natalie? Oh,
well, maybe that's why they hate us. No one's
just
safe
like
on the
her.
walk.
Yeah, beat it, Edna.
Good one.
Before I give you a mouth fucking.
That's good. Okay. Nice.
Boy, this is just like carrying the Stanley Cup.
Yep.
How's it going, officer? How's the quota today? You'll say there isn't a quota, but we know the truth. Yeah, I'm not going to say your name or anything, so you don't have to worry about that. How embarrassing is it driving in these little three-wheeled scooters in Manhattan?
It's bad.
Don't you want a nice new patrol car? I hear they got the new ones that are coming out that are real souped up for the pursuits and stuff, and you're in this tricycle? What happened? What went wrong?
City ran out of money.
The city ran out of money, and you took the brunt of it. How could you deliver courtesy, professionalism, and respect in a glorified big wheel?
You don't.
You realize you're in a rolling phone booth, handing out tickets. Do you hope something happens here where nothing really ever happens, that you could be the hero and maybe get promoted up to a bicycle?
No, not really.
No.
How long you been with the force, sir?
Yeah, about 7 years now.
7 years, and you're in this? Is this a good thing for a cop?
Yeah, this is a step up.
What were you doing before?
Down a corner.
Just walking? All right, well, Godspeed. Keep safe out there. And what's your best ticket so far today? Double park truck, I hope? You haven't written any? All right, make double park as your commitment today, because those sons of bitches slash some tires, too. I got a switchblade. You want it? No? That guy right there? Cocaine in his pockets, yeah. It could be a good collar for you. That guy?
I have nothing.
That guy just checked his computer hard drive, and I'm sure there's some crime going on.
They're just 18, but they lisp.
Thank you, officer. Keep safe out there.
All right, there he goes.
Love the NYPD.
The traffic cop.
Yeah, he's doing his job, as long as he's not ticketing me.
Patrice, you want to try to talk to some more pedestrians as they go to work?
I feel bad for the guys in the tricycle, though.
I'm like man in the street stuff. I enjoy it, but we have to see somebody that's interested. Here's Holly Chu. Ma'am?
She's got an iPod.
Run late for what? Bootlegging persons don't start until about 10.
Yankee cranky.
Well,
it's
how you doing,
open
sir?
door cafe.
You have to talk to me or I'll call you racist. We're here you ever hear Opie and Anthony? You refuse to talk to me? They won't serve black men coffee at Mangea.
Oh, gee.
White people will not talk to black people at Mangea. What has this world come to? I thought that we had come further than this.
He's talking to the building. Yeah, he's looking up at the building.
He wouldn't even look me in the face. Fuck her! That motherfucker, you gotta enjoy him. That's a real white man. He refused to bow down to social pressure to talking to a nigga. Yes, I would. Would you, miss?
Oh, my
man,
God.
Would you? Me, would you? I would, Big Mama. Hi, everybody. Hello, over the top
Wow.
hairdo.
Sir.
Hi, ma'am.
Miss. Ma'am.
You look like you was something in the early 40s, maybe the...
Oh, Jesus Christ. That poor woman. Oh.
Yes. There you go, ma'am. Watch what she'll walk right by me. Excuse me, ma'am.
Sorry.
Do you know that in Canada, there's a... Ma'am?
She is not even
You
paying
know in
attention
Canada,
to you.
there's a dead baby on the cigarette boxes. Ma'am? Ma'am?
Know the truth. Know the truth, ma'am.
Ma'am, come here. Ma'am, I'm going to tell everybody that's a wig.
You shouldn't smoke.
Hey, Mickey Rooney suit.
Oh, God damn it. That is just
Here
funny.
we go.
I really
Where's
appreciate
the
that.
bottle of syrup?
How you doing, sweetie? Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you.
Hey, sister. How you doing, man?
Oh.
Wow.
Excuse me, Yitzhak, sir?
Why are you holding the phone like
Perlman?
that? The guy's holding the phone like Dice used to put the cigarette around his head to take a drag. He's
This
holding
is the
phone
walk.
and
Y'all
rolling a
are
cello.
y'all are fucking crazy.
Only fucking New York
That's
is someone
funny. You
rolling a
can curse
cello.
now.
Ooh.
You can hello, ma'am.
Sir,
ma'am?
miss.
Cicely Tyson.
That's our Secretary of State. It's Condoleezza. Oh, look at this. People holding hands. It's such
This
a
is
nice
amazing.
day in New York,
City.
isn't it?
Beautiful day. How are you, sir? Sir? Hi. Come talk.
Oh.
What is with this racist town? No one talks to niggas. You talk to a nigga, right?
Oh, jeez, he's afraid
you're
of
the
you.
new nigga. Come on, come here.
You're the new nigga.
We hate you more than us now. Wait, Leon, come here. Nice.
He's some kind of Middle Eastern man, and he is not happy. You're the new nigga.
All of the new. This is so wrong.
Oh, Jesus.
This is so wrong.
Wait, why don't you interview almost Tommy Lee Jones?
Who's this?
This guy.
This one? Just get out. Let's get the students that can go to sleep. How you doing, man? What's happening?
Making our way across the street here.
Yeah, good to see you, man. All right, man. They trust you with all that?
They
All right, cool.
trust.
Cool.
It's
All
a UPS guy.
How you doing, white lady?
I think they screen them.
What's up, man? How you feeling? Good to see you.
Oh, this guy's
How you
crazy.
doing?
Oh, this guy on the left is crazy. This guy on the left is crazy. We talked to him before. He's a crazy homeless guy.
Please let him stab Patrice.
There's a bunch of... I can't get away from these white people. If you can call the police for me, that'd be cool, all right? Could you do that? No?
What's the matter, home?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
And then he walks
Just
away.
Tell the cops
Yeah.
there's about 20 white people that kidnapped me. Yo! He just walked. Him and his 8 voices said, fuck me.
Mac's across the street. You wanna go see Mac? Mac is our other guy over here.
He's here all the time.
Yeah,
All
Mac's legs are in
This is fun.
bad shape.
No, so y'all get to the studio about 10:30?
Yeah, it's time to go home.
Oh my God. New York, this is great though, gives people a real feel about how impersonal New York. There's an old saying, move to New York and be lonely with everybody else.
Right.
All these people and no one's friendly.
No one is friendly, no one cares.
What a horrible
Mac,
town.
how you doing, bro? You doing good today? Feeling all right?
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, you feeling okay?
Yeah, Bill.
How's the leg?
About the same.
About the same. Can we take a look?
No, not today.
No, not today. Patrice is a doctor. It's Dr. Patrice O'Neal. And we actually would like him to take a look because it's in your best interest. Just a little. Why, it's really bad today?
Yeah.
Well, let's let him see it.
How about a couple of bucks and then you show the leg. It's like a stripper.
I don't even want to see it for a couple of bucks. That's to not see it.
No, you should see it, Patrice.
Yeah, you dropped something, sir. There you go. I think it's. Oh, it's. I don't know what it is. It's alligator skin.
Yeah.
His leg looks like alligator.
Gout, right?
Is it gout?
Bad circulation?
Yeah.
Diabetes?
No, I'm not that big.
It's not diabetes. What is it?
I got an ulcer.
It's what is it?
Ulcer?
Ulcer.
It's ulcers.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah, but you got it. So he's a doctor.
Is it deep
No,
vein
it's not.
thrombosis? Like is it your veins is all closed up and everything like that?
No.
Mac,
Can you
he's got to look. He's got to look to know.
No, you can't see.
Because he's a doctor. But no, the upper part, over the bandage.
Oh, fuck me, man.
Dude.
That didn't sound medical. Fuck me.
Yeah, I like nice.
Because I was getting ready to say I liked you better in Pulp Fiction than I did in in Jackie Brown. What y'all already said he looked like Sam Jackson. Yeah, he looks just like Sam Jackson.
Motherfucker.
Doesn't he?
You got some fucking...
That leg ain't good, man.
Now, Gator, put lotion on your leg.
Oh, man, dude. This guy's bad. You guys are helping him out?
We come by every day.
The shopping spree thing,
Drop him
maybe?
a couple of bucks, but we tell him to go to the hospital and get that taken care of, and nothing. He doesn't do it.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
You're going to lose
You need any help other than a couple of bucks?
No, that's about it.
We gave him the Yankee hat, too.
Yeah, we gave him the Yankee hat. He had a Boston hat on trying to get money
He
in
had a
New York.
Red Sox hat, and
Red
that
Sox.
wasn't working too good for him. We said he would get
Hell
better
no.
tips if he had a Yankee hat.
Yeah, you need any help other than a couple of dollars?
Yeah,
What kind of help you need, man?
No, it's all right. I'm all right.
You
Yeah?
okay?
Yeah.
You got a place to go at night and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Mac.
Thank you,
Just trying to help you out.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, gotta get that checked out.
Yeah.
That's
all right.
Yeah, that's bad.
All right. He got a bunch of money today. We give him money almost
there
every
you
day.
go.
Every day you give him money?
A lot, too. Some days he's walking away with $100.
Sometimes you slip him a 20.
Jesus, man. That is like, you can't even make that funny, that dude.
That leg is like an alligator leg, right?
It's
I don't know.
pussy and
Yeah, it's all pussy
cut
and
up and-
running.
and he's just sitting there relaxed.
Well, we got to
Every
get
day.
we got to get some laughs before we get to XM.
Ingrown toenail on my foot. I got a bump between my ass cheeks, and I'm nervous and it hurts. This nigga's leg looks like this motherfucking leg looks like a Bible disease.
All right, let's get one more laugh before we go inside here.
Lucy Lou.
You want to do a little more on the street reporting there, Patrice?
People in New York just don't stop.
They don't
No,
care.
I'm gonna try, 'cause maybe why won't they stop for me?
They don't stop for me either. They're
They
more
don't
likely
care.
to stop for you out of guilt.
Because of the racism,
Yeah,
right?
they'll be afraid.
Yeah, everyone's on the
I
phone.
interviewed you.
Everyone's just busy.
Sir, would you like to be interviewed real quick? Sir. Uh-oh, knapsack! Knapsack! Questionable Arab with a knapsack!
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
Motherfucker. How the fuck did Arabs get more uppity than me, nigga? I'm next on the uppity chart, right, sir? That's right. It's nigga and then Indians, right? How dare they try to be uppitier than me? Uppitier.
I'll get someone to stop.
I want to talk to a goddamn Arab.
I'll get someone to stop.
Yeah, sir, there you go. How are you? I'd like to know what it feels like to have now, after 9/11, people look at you with this look like they used to look at me. How's it feel being a new nigga?
I feel bad, but I think it's fine. New York City is okay.
To blow up. We found that out the hard way.
You're Hindu, right? No. What are you?
I'm Muslim.
You are Muslim.
Where are you from, though? That's not a country.
Listen, man, you talk to a motherfucker. I'm out of here. I'm walking in. Muslim at Dunkin' Donuts.
Wait, let me see if we get this guy to stop.
Who's this sneaky guy here?
Jimmy's going for an interview.
Businessman. Are they puggles?
Sir,
Those
we're having a
puggles are
segment
adorable.
called Meet the Negro. Would you please meet the Negro?
Oh, damn. That was a good
Why won't they
question.
stop? No one interview.
They're
I thought New York City was a town full of like people wanting to be known.
That's good. You got to ask that question again, Jimmy. of
Miss?
This woman.
What's going on?
We're having a segment on the radio called Meet the Negro.
Miss, I loved you in Moonstruck.
You don't want to meet
That
meet the
awful
Negro?
hairdo.
I love that I have a Italian cooking show on Channel 2 hair. I love that PBS cooking show head.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey,
That awful hairdo. Who even gets in there?
oh, there's nothing but awful hair.
Wow.
We're just out here costing people, miss. We accosted 10 white people, and they said I have to accost a black woman. Ma'am, come here, please. You are sexy. Miss, in between pretending to be white, can we kiss?
Oh, shit.
No one will stop. Miss, why won't you talk to us? Ma'am, talk to me. Somebody fucking talk to me. Sir. Talk to me, sir. Sir, don't run. Don't move fast. Check his pockets. Ma'am, Mitch, this is my wife. Come on, man, talk to
Rice
us.
is walking around
Talk
these
to us,
days.
sexy. Come on, talk to us. Trying to hold the cheese in on that booty with tight panties. Come here. New York stinks.
Oh, is that bad? Hey, Howard Stern, will you talk to us?
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Wow.
Why are you crossing the street? The hills have eyes, guy.
All right, I guess I have to do one now. Excuse me, Frederick Douglass. Excuse me, Arthur Ashhead. Oh my God. Oh shit. Who can be? Let's find celebrities.
I told you not to touch my hair.
Oh God, you call it Howard Stern.
Yeah, that was a little hard.
How like not friendly this
Impersonal, nothing. No one stops. It just, they walk.
I mean, people on XM listen to this right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're live.
Do they understand what an unfriendly town this is, man?
Everyone's in their own world with their iPods and stuff. Like, everyone's got some kind of device where they don't even have to now listen to anybody.
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry for what Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro did to you in Goodfellas. All right.
Hey, bad guy from the firm.
Excuse Miss Garofalo?
Where are you going?
Hey, Bernard Getz, can we talk to you?
We're gonna find a celebrity. Okay, here it is. All right, ma'am. We loved you on the 3rd season of SNL when no one watched. We're gonna find somebody.
Yeah.
I can't. The town. This is an unfriendly town.
That's right. Hey, Captain Picard's coming.
Wow.
This is
oh my God.
This is an unfriendly town. Why won't anybody talk? What's up, Jay?
Can you just say
why is
engage?
no one friendly in New York?
I want to hear you say engage.
Why is no one talking?
Very good.
Why is no one talking to us? Excuse me, not sure if you have cancer.
Oof. Hey, Peter Boyle.
Oh, Jesus.
We're gonna.
He turned around pissed off.
Oh, Diddy.
And speaking of Diddy, hey, P. Diddy.
Where?
She's mad.
What happened?
Wait.
Miss, is there do you take issue with a black man?
Miss.
Because that's racist.
Excuse me, first lesbian ever? We're going to get shot out here in the middle of the street.
By this guy.
Oh,
head of the Genovese crime family just walked into the cafe.
What's the problem with that old lady?
What's your name, man?
She's
Will.
mad.
What's going on, Will? Are you getting that there? That's your girl? Holy, come here, sweetie. Look at Will.
Nice. He's doing all right.
Now, let me ask you something.
Even with the ELO
you're
haircut.
a citizen. Is she a citizen? How did I know right away?
What? Illegal?
I asked him, was he a citizen? Looking at her, how hot she is, was she a citizen? No.
She's looking for a green
card. So you're with big man because he's going to keep you in the country.
What's your wife?
Yeah.
Are you a permanent resident?
Yes.
Now, when you first saw him wearing this leotard / t-shirt / he shouldn't be wearing it, was you attracted to him?
No.
It took me 8 months, bro.
It took you 8 months to get some or 8 months to take on a date?
8 months to take her on a date.
Did you get some yet? You didn't give him no pussy yet?
Well,
well, how do they say pussy in your country?
I don't know.
Vagina. How do you say vagina in your country?
The rent payer.
Was it love the first time you heard us say housekeeping?
I know it's not cool, but look, if she ain't giving you no pussy,
know.
Don't be like that. You got to give him some ass soon, or walk away from her. Let some other sucker keep her in the country. If she don't give you some of that third world twat, I'm telling you, man, don't do this. Listen to me. Look at me. Don't let her use you for your time and your fucking citizenship. Look at me, man. Look at me, Jack Black. Look at me, Nacho Libre. Don't let her use you, man. Let him sniff it or something. Let him kiss it. Let him do something, sweetie. You can't just walk around and have this free love that he's giving you. Okay? It costs. Nothing's for free. Okay? Have you ever touched it at all?
Okay, I'm not gonna...
Now she's embarrassed. But she's not too embarrassed to say that she's with him and not give him coochie, but you're embarrassed to say that you don't give him none. You understand? You got to give him a little piece. Are you attracted to him?
Yes.
Attracted to him enough to give him a piece?
Yes.
Okay, well, tonight.
See?
Promise
the deal.
Wait, promise on national radio right now that you're going to give this man a little piece tonight. Yes.
Sure.
No, promise. I promise. I'm going to pop.
Well, it's kind of hard here.
Uh-oh. She's not going to get this man no pussy, dude.
Not promising.
All right, we're out of here.
Poor
All right, see you later, baby.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Patrice O'Neal just killing on the
She's
streets.
on fire. Love
in
it.
the lobby of XM. We'll continue in just a bit. Stay there.
And I was listening on the. I'm filling in till you guys get to your seats. That's my new gig for a minute. I stopped by. I walked off the movie set I'm working on, so I came by to do a minute. They're here. I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah, we were live outside. We were live right until we went into the elevator, and now we're back with our XM show here from the XM studios. Opie and Anthony Show. Opie, I heard him ask for the key, which always means he's got to take either a piss, which would be good, or a dump. And smoothies are on the way. Jimmy's not in here. This part of the program has become just the most irresponsible part. We have to be in here. We're doing a show. And I'm the only one that comes in here consistently on a daily basis knowing that we don't have time. Thank you. I just got pointed at like, yeah, it's you, man. But I don't get the recognition.
How are you enjoying this whole, this new phenomenon here?
I like it.
The walk. Do you enjoy the walk?
The walk is becoming a phenomenon. All the industry is talking about it.
It's talking about the walk?
Because it's just something different. Anything different or new that hasn't been done since they invented radio is like new. So it's like, wait, they walk from one studio to another
Now, were you guys innovative enough to invent the walk right away? Or the walk somebody said, you know what? We should tape our walk.
I think we were talking about doing it like the first day just to do but it kind of took off. It's like that neighbor character on a sitcom when they think it's just going to be a one-off.
Like Rich.
The walk just slides in and slides in the door and doesn't knock.
And everybody and then after the first season, the walk gets the "and as" credit at the end, and as the walk. It's like the most important credit.
The walk, and then the walk makes demands. They want 10% more.
Right.
They want a bigger trailer.
The walk wants a producer credit now.
Everyone hates the walk.
Then Opie cuts the walk off because it's too needy.
I'll tell you what happened. Ben was like getting really paranoid because the building
because
people,
of the cocaine.
Oh no, the building
tends
people
to do that.
the people that kind of run the building here, they hate us. And they they were outside just with their arms folded looking at us. And
fuck them. They do that to CBS or Fox News when they're outside doing that.
That was the only reason, because I don't want them to shut us down, you know?
Well, I was asking...
Trust me, that was good. We should have done that till 10 o'clock.
No, I was asking Anthony, was the walk something that developed or somebody was genius enough to go, we should do this right away? The first day y'all did this.
I actually suggested it. We were talking about something, and I'm like, why don't we just tape the walk over and be funny?
Did you really?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just for once wanted to feel like
when this explodes, somebody's going to get paid for the walk. As a man cow does it.
Right out of the gate we said it.
But it's called the stampede when he does it, baby.
Right out of the gate we said if we're going to do this walk every day, we might as well broadcast it. So, hey, who is Steven? He's on the street. He's calling us with urgent news here. Steven, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? I'm out here on the street with a couple that Patrice made light of, and they have some harsh words for you. Hey, I'll get the phone to them. How you doing? Hello?
Hello? Yeah, what's up? Who are you?
What happened? Who's this? Is this Anthony?
No, who are you?
Turn the volume up out here. Yo, Opie.
Yeah.
Yo, man. Why are you going to make my girl hurt like that, man? You put her on the spot like that.
It was Patrice that did it.
Wait, you're the Gator guy?
Jesus, you rat.
Yeah.
First of all, I had nothing to do with it, but, you know, if we...
This is Little Jack Black? The one I call Nacho Libre?
Yeah.
Listen, man, let me tell you something. Listen, calm down. Just take a deep breath. No need to get road rage over this. Listen to me. I know how you feel, and I'm going to tell you what your feeling is. Your feeling is fear. You're about 5'4", about what, 210 pounds. You're a little kind of squishy dude. Now, I'm not saying this to trash you. I'm saying this because I'm a fat dude. Listen to me. I'm a fat dude, and I know what that girl's doing. Let me ask you this. Be honest. Do you want pussy?
Yo, man,
no. Hey. I know you're trying.
I know what's going on here. She's crying her eyes out. So
yes,
he feels like
he has to defend her. Let her cry. Let her fucking cry. Let her cry.
Let her cry.
Let me give you an answer.
All right. Okay, what's your answer, sweetie?
All right. She thought this was for, like, national television, man. She thought her mom was going to be watching, all right?
No.
I told her this is XM satellite radio. Only, like, 5 people in the world listen to it. And
Ooh, a little diss.
That she does give me some, all right? We've been together for about a year now.
Okay.
And we've been having sex for about 6 months, all right? I'm actually Cuban myself, so she's not dating me for citizenship or anything.
All right, Steven, so what's the problem today?
There's no problem at all, man.
He's just being a little fat version of Sir Lancelot.
Wait, let him talk.
Not here in New York, but some people really are not as superficial as other people here in New York. Down in Florida,
yes, they are.
Not like that.
Yes, they absolutely are.
All right, Steven.
You gotta get down there, Opie. I'm telling you, you're gonna get pussy like.
Yeah, Opie. What the fuck, Opie?
Why are you going after me?
Yeah, damn, Opie. Why don't you just respect?
I don't need pussy advice from you.
That's right.
Jesus,
Opie. Trust me that.
How it is, man. All right, man.
And to be honest, if you're gonna go there, your girl is ugly. So
nobody meant to hurt her feelings.
No,
dude.
she's not hot. She's hot for you. That's the whole point.
Nobody meant to hurt her feelings.
And I know what I have.
Well, yes, a Down syndrome haircut.
Don't give me pussy advice. You don't even have a hint of a muscle in your body, and you're gonna give me pussy advice.
I wasn't giving you pussy advice.
That's so fun. Look what The Walk did. The Walk is destroying lives. Holy shit, The Walk is evil. The Walk.
If you have a problem with Patrice, that's one thing. I had nothing to do with it.
Don't
give me pussy advice.
Patrice, I'm not mad at you.
Thank you, man.
I'm a fan. I'm actually a fan. I watch VH1 all the time.
Thank you.
You know.
And you know what I was trying to do. I'm trying to always get a man some ass.
I feel you, man.
I just want to make sure she's giving you some booty, Nacho.
I'll go one step further. The guy has low self-esteem that.
Oh my God!
That you know what? He couldn't get a girl that is hot and speaks English.
Oh no!
I'll try to get a pretty girl that has bad English because that's all I can get.
The Walk. That's what that's.
The Walk.
The Walk.
Destroying lives.
If you want to get into it here.
Owen's gonna hang up and now he's like, oh shit, he pulled out the poker chips. This is business, baby. He got his face on. Oh, well, he's all right. He's okay.
He doesn't have enough confidence in his game to get a hot chick that actually speaks English.
Wow. You are being...
Well, hey, man, you got to answer that, man. You got to answer that indictment.
No, Opie, you are being completely honest.
Answer that indictment. Don't let him just do that to you, little man. Go answer that indictment.
Is your girl all right?
Hello?
Is she crying?
Is she upset?
Hello?
Yes, are you here?
Yeah.
Is she upset?
No, Steven. I'm in Ryan there. Can I come to the studio?
What?
Huh?
What are you saying?
Fat Joe's gone.
Oh, Fat Joe's gone?
He's gone.
I'm just walking around in New York now.
All right.
I want you guys to do a radio show.
All right, listen, we got to do a show now.
Yeah, we're busy.
Thanks a lot for the call.
You're completely uninteresting.
All the fucking...
We're getting reviews on the latest game. Andrew on Long Island. Andrew.
Yeah, I wanted to say, guys, you did a good job today with the walkover. I like the celebrity game, and I wanted to ask Anthony Anderson what it was like being in daddy daycare.
He's talking to me, you cocksucker. Go fuck yourself. You bastard. Somebody else called me Michael Strahan one time, too.
Wait, Chris in Charlotte has something very poignant to say. Chris, Charlotte. Go.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, listen to this.
Hey, dude, I have had the worst week at work. It just totally sucks, and I'm laughing my ass off all week at you guys.
It says you guys make me laugh when I feel like I can't. Aw.
Yeah, my job just sucks right now. And
What's
I don't
wrong with your
wanna
job?
laugh. I don't want to talk to anybody, and I'm
What's
laughing
wrong with your
my
job?
What kind of work do you do, sir?
I drive from Charlotte to Roanoke, Virginia, and back. It's like 560 miles a day in a cargo van. And it just blows.
A cargo van. What do you haul?
Mexicans.
I haul film chemicals.
Oh my God! Chemicals.
The processed film.
Oh,
chemicals that process film.
And during all that driving, you can't find a razor blade to kill yourself. Huh? There's no 24-hour drugstore, so you can just shoot yourself and take pills or something.
Everybody's awful vacation photos in your care.
And how do you have a job where you don't work with anybody and you fucking hate it?
It's like 16 and 18 hours right now, and I got twins at home that I can't see.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Shit just wore out. And you guys are kicking my ass all week. I love it.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's go to Jerry in Connecticut. Jerry.
Hey.
Hey,
Patrice. Jerry from Connecticut.
What's Jerry? What? My man?
Yeah.
You got to talk when the Black Phillip show comes back. This guy, he's one of the best hosts we ever had on Black Phillip. He fucking has a wife, a living girlfriend. So he has a wife. His girlfriend lives upstairs in a attic. And black dude, right, Jerry?
That's right.
Yeah, he's in my top 8 because he was that great, man.
Wait, what happened? What's his story?
He's a guy on Black. We was talking about threesomes on the Black Phillip thing, and he calls in because we was trying to get the etiquette of threesomes. This guy called in. He was super pimp because this motherfucker had a wife and his girlfriend lives in the house, and they both were on the phone. So this dude, I put him on my top 8. He's like a
hero.
He's like my hero because that's deeper than me. He's badder than I am.
That's working it.
So this dude, this is his chance to get a chance to just say what's up because he was such a part of the other thing. So
when are we gonna do Black Phillip?
Done.
Motherfucker, every Thursday according to the show.
Well,
we called Elo.
I understand that. I don't know where that is. Where's Elo? Give us a call today.
Elo said, give him a call. Have your people call me. I have my people call him. I have not heard from Elo ever again.
Oh, boy. Elo, you got to call the show today.
Yeah.
We got to get Black Phillip back.
Right. Get Elo.
Thanks, Jerry, man.
Do you want to do it for free again Saturday?
That's what it's going to be.
It doesn't come down to money. Is that what it is?
He did it for free the one time.
Yeah, he
that's what it is. But I really wasn't right like a hoe. And you know what? Right. I'm going against my own rules. Thanks, Kenny.
Well, honestly,
thank you, Kenny.
You're welcome.
It's banana strawberry. You don't like
Patrice
it?
is holding a smoothie. It looks like a shot.
Could you have gotten a smaller one?
Yeah, I mean,
is it possible?
Kenny, no offense, you did a good thing, but this is a
smooth.
Yeah, it's a smooth. It's 6 ounces.
This cup should have a riddle on the side. Pull out of a dispenser in your bathroom.
You know what this? This is the allowed. This is what the government says. This is the allowed smoothie serving the day.
Serving size. Here's your recommended.
This is the recommended smoothie.
What are we, cancer patients? How about a large?
All right, why don't we get to the dump report?
You have some crushed ice chips we can nibble on?
Thanks for calling, though, Jerry, about that.
Yeah, all right.
Yes, the dump report.
Live from the Opie and Anthony Show studios, the Daily Dump Report.
Welcome. Here are all the dumps that happened on FM radio the morning, 5/18/06.
Uh-oh.
On this Thursday.
Can we make bets on it? I'm only on it twice, right?
You got a couple.
Oh, shit.
Let's just say more than twice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
oh my
7.
God!
Total of 7 dumps today.
The one's gonna piss off Jimmy and myself. By the way,
I understand it. I don't agree with it. I understand it. 607. I don't fucking know. Opie, is that the one you don't agree with?
Well, yeah.
I don't fucking know.
No, I was trying out your new bit.
Yeah.
That some idiots that listen on XM think is FM dumping out.
I think we're actually dumping out on XM radio when you hear the
do
beep.
it here to prove that
I can't because it's the other machine.
Oh, I see. We
don't need it here because we could say shit.
I don't agree with the 607 dump.
All right, 607. I had to eat her.
What was that about?
Beep, I had to eat her. Beep.
Oh, I had to eat her.
That absolutely should not have been dumped.
You know what? I had to eat her. Beep. Even though the beep, you were saying I had to eat her and then a bad word.
I could have said I had to eat her foot.
Yeah, but
that was the beauty of the beep.
But the beep actually heard it because there wasn't another word to clear up what you had. So it only came out as I had to eat her. Well, it could be construed as oral sex.
Yeah, but there's got to be some kind of a little bit.
You had to beep her and then say the other. You had to.
I had to beep her cunt.
Yeah, right. And I know why they did it, but I just don't agree with it. Like, I understand.
I completely see the mindset here.
I agree with it.
Of why.
I agree with it, and I agree with Opie's beep too.
Well, Opie's
6:57.
Why? Why do you agree with mine? You said fucking.
Said fucking no.
Oh.
6:57 a.m. Rip your testicles. Norton, during a lengthy discussion on a chimp attacking a guy and mauling his face, hands, and groin. Though reported on a news story, this comment was too graphic. Rip your testicles. A little too graphic.
Right.
8:07.
Whatever.
You can say that you called him a pussy. Now, normally calling someone a pussy is okay, but it had already been turned into something. Norton said that after Patrice asked Opie if he called Tommy Lee a vagina. Now you've set
connotation.
Right. You've linked the two. If he never said it, Patrice never said vagina, then you said call him a pussy, it would have been okay.
My only funny line of the day got dumped out of.
Thanks, people.
8:43 a.m. What is that shit? From our own Patrice O'Neal. 8:52 a.m. Little penis that can get inside there. Patrice doing an impression of Clubber Lang.
But why didn't they say, what is that shit, and then go, Patrice almost catching himself and apologetically saying...
Right. They don't care about that.
Honestly, at the end of the show, you just lost your mind, Patrice.
And 8:52 again.
Listen to the next one.
Tear that hymen. Patrice continuing his impression of Clubber Lang. It sounds like they dumped it because you were doing the impression of Clubber Lang. Patrice continuing that Clubber Lang impression that we can't allow.
They just thought the Clubber Lang impression was awful.
Bad.
Tear that hymen. Patrice, hey fool, I pity the fool. Patrice doing a Clubber Lang impression.
Anthony doing Stallone actually licking an asshole was not me.
That's okay.
Because it was a good impression.
I was licking Talia Shire's asshole. And then we went to the zoo and I blew a tiger.
That's fine.
Good impression.
Keep it going.
I like to pick flowers. Beat that.
Well, there it is.
Sandwiches.
Dump it quick.
Dump it now. What a bad impression. Beautiful weather we're having.
Quick, we're running out of dump.
Oh,
gotta get my goodies out here. I always run in to do the show and forget to unpack.
Hey, is track one good on this? I think that might be boring, actually. Where's Steve?
What is track one on what? My God, you're surprising me.
We had a really long day yesterday. We did an interview with Friday Morning Quarterback, and then right after that we had to do liners for the FM stations we're on.
Yeah, we got to do that.
And we did a whole thing with WBCN. Is the first one's kind of boring, right?
Boston. Is it?
Just testing the mics. Yeah, you can probably jump right into it.
Do you remember, or are you just saying that? You don't remember, do you?
Don't remember.
He doesn't remember. He's just saying that because you
Let's acknowledge that let's acknowledge that this could be really boring, but then I think it gets really good.
What is it, Ope?
They gave us liners to read. Like, you're listening to The Rock of Boston, WBCN, it's Opie.
They make us go in and record these liners for other stations, which is fine, but it's after a show and an interview. It's after 2 radio shows and an interview, and then they go in the studio and kind of riff and be funny. And we're psychotic at that point.
Right.
We're punch drunk.
So this is like the raw audio. And then the stations will take this and make it into something very boring and professional.
And they'll cut it up, yeah. Take any spontaneity out of it whatsoever.
So we're tearing down this second wall today.
Now we just have one wall.
That's right.
Wait, it just fell.
Well, you tore down the ceiling on the third and fourth wall earlier, so.
Rip the place apart. Love and the marriage. Love and the marriage. We were doing it from Frank's place. Kick her down the stairs and cause a miscarriage. Yeah, but it's miscarriage and marriage. It's a marriage, not carriage.
Is this one on too?
I was fine.
Say something.
Hey!
Oh.
Is this on?
He just blew out his eardrums.
Yes, it is. So.
You read one, I read one. Or you read all three, and I read all three. That's how they have it here. Opie read all three, Ant read all three, then we can mix voices.
Put your phone down.
What phone?
The phone in the BlackBerry in your hand.
The one that's phone.
It's a BlackBerry, it's not a phone.
Please put your black thing.
Put your black cock.
Holy fuck! Can we say fuck? No shit. Motherfucker! Unreal. Holy shit! Can we say shit? Ah, no fuck. No fuck is not a curse. No cunt. Fuck. Motherfucker. Unreal. Fucking unreal. Motherfucking unreal.
They're going to bleep that.
Hear O&A uncensored and uncut starting at 9 a.m. as the show continues on XM Satellite Radio. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe. Yeah, the thought behind this is it'll be bleep and then
it'll be bleep.
And this will be on FM.
So we'll go like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And you'll hear holy beep.
We're just warming up. I think there's some funny stuff in here, trust me.
The tease.
Just the raw audio. Oh, boy. Hear us, O&A, uncensored and uncut starting at 9 a.m. as the show continues on XM Satellite Radio. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe. All right, so Steve was right. That was not worth playing.
Oh, Steve, right.
Steve, very right.
Of course they would.
Correct. Do the first one.
Holy shit. Can we say shit? No shit. Fucking unreal. Hear O&A uncensored, uncut, starting at 9 a.m. as the show continues on XM Satellite Radio. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
Do it, fuckers!
Why is my voice so high?
Because that's
that's
how you talk.
Like a progeria kid?
Yeah, you got a really high voice.
Hey, fuck. Holy shit. Join us for XM Satellite.
It's awful. You want more? Yes,
I want more!
More is always more gooder. Hear the rest of the show and the walk, as they're calling it, live each day starting at 9 a.m., exclusively on XM Satellite Radio, with replays all day long. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
Just do it, motherfucker. See, we were improvising. What's wrong, Jimmy?
The language is harsh.
Isn't it very harsh?
I don't like
That's
that
what
type
they want,
of talk.
though.
No,
and then they'll bleep it all, and then it'll be on FM, and then
I want fun that everyone
get
can
people
enjoy.
to subscribe to XM. So
no one likes that type of talk.
Hear what everybody else is talking about. O&A, uncut and live. Did I sound like a motherfucker? Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A, uncut and live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. You can also visit xmradio.com to subscribe. Thank you. We should have went over these before we did this live in the air.
Steve, put this together. By the way, Steve. I'm gonna hear what everybody else is talking about. O&A uncut and live, continuing the show on XM Satellite
Continuing
Radio.
the show live.
9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe. I want this run through a processor.
Why? I like that.
That sounds like I have a big one.
That showed dedication when you went like, hey, guess what everybody's talking about?
Hey, guess what? I was trying to sell it. I was acting.
We're the talk of the town.
Well, see, that was the boring half of the bit.
That was good.
The second half of the bit is where BCN was trying to come up with some clever lines for Anthony and I to say that they could run on their stage.
Oh, they run like
Boston.
a script.
This is more what we were looking for today. We should have pre-listened to this stuff. But here we go, the BCN liners. Holy fuck.
Wow, that's a long list of what?
Oh, my God, motherfucker.
Let me say.
BCN liner.
What does it say? Is it a script? Hey, it's up.
Hey, it's Opie and Anthony. Hey, it's Opie and Anthony reminding you to never pat. Oh. Hey, it's Opie and Anthony reminding you to never rat on your friends. Always keep your mouth shut. And this is the Rock of Boston, 104.1 WBCN. That makes no fucking sense, Dave Wellington.
You got it, because you got to do it like, hey, it's Opie and Anthony reminding you, hey, never rat on your friends. Always keep your mouth shut. and this is the Rock of Boston, 104.1 WBCN.
Isn't it awful?
Oh,
Here's one from Boston. Listen, this is how you spice it up.
Okay, go ahead, Jimmy, do one.
Hey, Boston, tune into Opie and Anthony, then shoot your pregnant wife and kill yourself by jumping off a bridge.
Blame it on a colored.
That's perfect. Perfect time. And blame it on a color. Right, the perfect time.
Exactly.
No station in America has the balls to play that, though.
The reviews coming in. This is riveting, listening to you guys read liners.
Oh, I know.
You should have saved this for bonus time.
Oh, yeah, we're still getting paid.
How about this? Hey, Boston, vote Liberal Democrat, yet live in neighborhoods that are sectioned off with electrified fences.
This guy just wrote a bunch of Z's. I wonder what that means.
We agreed. Wait, let's play it until we get a laugh. Hey, we're Opie and Anthony. We're on from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. But we thought we'd drop in and say this is the Rock of Boston, WBC. All right. But we were going somewhere with this one, Jimmy.
Okay.
Because they wrote that we were just dropping in to say hi.
Yeah.
Ugh. Even though they're playing another talk show or maybe music or something. Hey, we're Opie and Anthony. We're on from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. But we thought we'd drop in and say this is the Rock of Boston, WBCN, because we're good like that. No, we're not. This is a recorded voice, you dummy. Do you really think we took a plane to Boston just to say that?
It's Opie and Anthony. You can hear us mornings on WBCN. The rest of the day, you can hear this. Okay, not really. You can hear this. The Rock of Boston. What?
This is so awful.
See what we have to do? See what we have to do?
I guess we just wanted to show everyone how awful our lives really are. We just sit in the
send
studio
these scripts
after 5.5 hours and we have to do this.
And like crickets are supposed to go in there or something. A script. I love a script. Yeah. Say, Opie, did you know that we're back on WBCN?
Why, yes, Anthony. Mornings, I believe.
Does it sound like we're reading this, Opie?
Why, yes, Anthony, I believe it does.
Hey, Opie. Hey, it's Opie and Anthony.
Oh, wait, that was the end of that script?
That stunk.
That was the end of that fucking script?
That story went nowhere.
Do you realize that we ended our show 2 hours ago and we just want to go home and sleep?
Have an end to the script. Why, yes, Anthony, I believe it does. And then nothing.
Here's something. When you write a script, make it make sense. It makes it so much more interesting to the listener. We're just punch drunk. Everyone's just looking down at their papers, all uncomfortable. We got to play it out, though, now.
Oh, you have to. This is
riveting.
Hey, you know how you guys are trying to find a bit yesterday that was worse than Jimmy's movie bit? Well, congratulations, you found one. That's from Joe. Less yak and more funny. Turn it off, turn it off.
No, now we play the next track.
Do you understand? This really does bail me out of my Tango and Cash.
No. Ant, since you were acting, doing the one-liners, or the liners, what did you do with your hands? Coming in from Jimmy Norton.
Yeah, what did you do with them?
Well, we got the fourth promo now.
Oh,
hey,
good.
it's Opie and Anthony, and the One virus has spread to mornings on WBCN.
Herpes. It's not the herpes virus.
Oh, it's our own virus that we made up. This is a fun virus.
I was scared because I'm feeling chafing and bumps.
This is the One virus. It's a cool virus.
The Smothers Brothers.
This is the type of virus you want to spread.
Sorry.
You like the Should Be Smothered Brothers.
Your grandmother.
The Should Be Smothered Brothers.
Now it's getting too uncomfortable.
I love the one that we do where
Simon and Unfunny Funkle.
This is getting way too uncomfortable. We got to stop.
I like the ones where we call each other Tango and Cash.
How about Abbott and Joke Smello?
Look, we can't play this anymore. You guys don't mind if we stop right here, right?
Laurel and hard to listen
to. Laurel and Hardly.
Hardly. Laurel and Hardly.
Look, let's all agree we can stop this right now, right? You guys don't want to hear anymore, do you?
Oh, boy.
You don't want to hear anymore, do you?
One more. Let's give it one more.
No, it's okay.
Wait, one more.
No, it's all right.
Boring. Fatty, no chuckle.
Look.
I smell.
No, jokes smell.
Don't smell. Holy shit.
Oh, Charlie Hacklin.
Oh, step and vomit.
You guys really don't need to hear anymore, right?
I want to hear one more. I think one more because a lot of times these things get dropped and then the next one has something to it.
Especially your grandmother.
I'm getting uncomfortable.
Hey, it's Opie and Anthony, and the Yawn virus has spread to mornings on WBCN. The Rock of Boston has never felt so queasy.
But in a good way.
Wait, let's go back. The Rock of Boston has never felt so queasy?
Because it has the virus now, is what they're saying. See. Oh, brother.
Like a nervous queasy? Like you get right before paying for sex? They must have a comedy writer at WBCN. Who knew?
That's funny.
That was funny.
That's funny.
Make that into a promo, fucker.
Mocking them writing their bad copy.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Scott in Jersey. Scott.
So what? You get 8 bad tracks to get to a good one. That was funny.
Scott.
Hey, what's up, guys? How about Siegfried and Rotten?
Unfunny and share. Shields and your smell.
Tony Orlando and Yawn.
I'm getting really uncomfortable, man.
Oh, that nail has been hit on the head.
This is the Rock of Boston. We're back. It's Opie and Anthony, mornings 6 to 9 on 104.1 WBCN.
And Kid Toucher and Rich in afternoons.
Doesn't say. Hold it.
What?
It doesn't. There's no kid in front of that.
Oh.
It says and Toucher and Rich afternoons 2 to 6.
And Toucher and Rich afternoons 2 to 6. Toucher, I don't even know her. That old gag is just terrific.
This station's really gone to the dogs. It is sad.
You know what's more sad? These awful liners they make us read
Copy.
instead of going home to get a nap.
I'm done. Dave Wellington, I'm done.
Make this into a promo. This is the Rock of Boston 104.1 WBCN. Who gives a shit?
Mary Tyler, no more.
Richard Cryer.
Jackson from Florida. Jackson.
How about Penn and Tell Another Bar?
Oh, God. Oh, awful.
I think there's a little more here. I don't know, though.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do your thing. Get out.
But Steve.
Sorry.
You.
I know.
Yeah.
From Pal Talk, Boring and Marie. That's from Pal Talk.
I gotta admit, I remember that much differently.
Yeah, after we were all tired, it was kind of funny to us. I don't know what happened there.
I am so uncomfortable.
Throw that away.
Oh, it's Tony Orlando and Yawn. It's over.
Oh, yeah, that's about it. Wow.
God
well.
damn. Everybody's out there thinking of bad comic teams.
Of course. Bad old comedy teams.
Let's go to Jay, the trucker. Jay.
Yeah, how about Starsky and Yuck?
Let's go to BCH from Whackbag. BCH.
Hey guys, how about Pat Stupor?
Starsky and Yuck.
Charlie Kraplin.
Eric in Jersey. Eric.
No matter how much Anthony laughed, the should-have-been smothered brother didn't get enough of a laugh.
I was laughing at it. But apparently he felt it should have gotten more of a laugh.
Let's go to Corinne in Jersey. Corinne.
How about Bill Bohr?
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
My God.
It's very unusual when you throw yourself under the bus.
And they keep playing home is going to put something's going to happen.
Dude, I was sweating. I was like, there's got to be something on here. Oh. How about Lenny Douche Chills?
Why is someone just saying Rich Voss?
Where is Voss?
There he is.
Why isn't he
Rich Voss. No play on words. Oh my God.
Hey, wait, there's a lot of good ones like Brian from New York City, Tango and Doing It for the Cash. Stillborn and Mira.
Oh, God.
Hold on a minute. Hold on.
Swill Cosby.
Hold on. Let's see. Dan Rather Not.
What?
That's a news guy. It doesn't fit the category.
Yeah. Ran out of comedy scenes.
Yeah, we certainly did.
Don't need any more.
All right. Let's go to Charlie.
Laverne and Shirley, you have better than this? Very funny.
Charlie in New York. Charlie.
Doggy.
Not Killing and Wife.
Jackie, no joke, man.
Jackie, no joke, man.
Oh, God.
Bob Hope is lost.
Oh, Bob Hope is lost.
Bob Hopeless is another one
Hopeless.
coming in. Bob Hopeless. I gotta tell you, that sucked.
Yeah. I can't even look at you guys.
How about Dix, Anthony, and Gregory?
This one, someone might fall down with this one. Jim in Washington.
Yeah, I think it's time to call and quit.
You got a great one.
His delivery was
fantastic.
fantastic.
Delivered it wrong. Colin quit.
Colin quit.
Yes.
Yeah,
let's go to Phil in Indiana. Phil.
What about Carrot Stop?
John in Virginia.
Hey, guys. What about that great team, Gag Me and Lacey?
I was trying to think of
Gag Me.
Gag Me and Lacey.
Mule Yanker from Whackbag. Rosie O'Boredom.
Otto and Snore.
Meaty Fingers, the DNA team.
Oh, God.
Dennis Dreary.
Damon Wayans.
Chester's Liver from Whackbag. Robin, Will It Ever Stop? Oh, this is really good. Tyler from Columbus. Mason and Kolinsky.
That's callback.
That's a good callback. All right, well.
Oh, boy. That's hilarious.
We give and give and give, and this is what we
happens.
What started it all? You should be smothered, brothers?
Yeah, you should be smothered, brothers.
Smothered brothers. Oh, God.
I just knew that needed something because I was looking at you guys. You were reading the papers. I'm like, ugh. Yeah. I remember this being different.
It's not always gold.
All right.
It's true, but it didn't have to be lead.
It certainly was. Jokes are all zinc. It's just awful, unfunny metal.
They're like dirt clay.
Before it's even made into anything. We suck.
Jeremy from Denver, Colorado. Ed Norton. Because Ed Norton from Joel Hollander. Yeah.
I think this bit
is over.
Yeah. And
tap out.
See. Tapping.
All right.
Check the gates.
Brian Regan's going to join the show next. And why is Rich Voss here? I don't know. Why is he?
Yeah, I thought you were going to say, why is Rich Voss outside and not, like, in? Why is he here?
I don't... We'll have to ask why he's here. That's fine. I mean, it's going to be a full house today. Jimmy Norton, of course. Rich Voss stopped by to say hi. And Brian Regan, everybody.
Hey. Brian
Morning,
Regan.
Everybody. Also, Psycho Mark is outside.
You might remember Psycho Mark.
He's trying to get back on the show.
Yeah.
And he came to New York because he has a lot of great ideas for the program.
Yeah.
And I guess him and Poe are yelling and screaming at each other.
What's the problem between those two?
Well, if the wireless mic is working, we'll find out. Can you guys hear us?
Yeah.
Yellow?
That was great. Radio, thanks.
Yeah.
No, he's kind of calmed down right now. He's getting his photo taken.
Yeah, Ben, what happened?
Mark didn't realize he had to fill paperwork, and he and Poe got into a huge argument. Then Poe locked him in his office, and that's when I just found out he was here.
Do you know who I am?
I just finished my paperwork. It's like 45 minutes of stuff we got.
Yeah. You bought a house, by the way.
E-Rock.
Yeah.
Ask him what the problem was real fast so we can move on.
Hey, Mark, they want to know what the problem was.
This guy was trying to do impressions of me at the door.
He's
I
doing
don't know
voices.
what the problem is. I can't even hear these people. Who's talking to me? You? Opie. Well, can I talk to Opie?
Is he drunk?
The paperwork. What am I, signing my mortgage away here? Forget about it.
My mortgage.
Do you think his ideas are good for the show?
I don't know. Bring him in real fast.
Yeah, get him in here.
Here's some ideas for the show.
It's going to be the toughest audition in history.
Oh, my God, right?
It's not going to be good. I don't sense great ideas are coming.
This is never like, wow, that's really good.
Hey, a bunch of comics supportive group.
It's like a buzzsaw, man.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Psycho Mark.
It's like 4 rapists taking Viagra.
You have to have spina bifida to get in here? You know, it's unbelievable. Sorry, I'll put this in this over here. Hi, everybody. Nice to see everybody.
Mark,
welcome to XM. Go F yourself.
Here it is.
Hey, you know everybody, right, Mark?
Yeah, how's it going?
Man? Brian Regan, Rich Voss, Jim Norton, Patrice O'Neal.
A couple of interns.
Listen to you guys all morning. It was very funny today. Here's Rich Voss hanging out. What, you don't have a job?
No.
More mics.
I'm working. I just stopped by this.
Well, why would that mic work?
There it is.
To the show that I'm a regular on. How's it been going?
Very good, as a matter of fact.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, Mark.
What happened? You guys couldn't get Jeff Norris today?
My God.
Now, Mark, a lot of people are familiar with Mark from the WNEW program. He got fired before we even did over there.
Yeah.
But he got fired for Sex for Sam.
Right.
But Sex for Sam 2, he got fired on.
2?
We got fired for 3.
Yeah, we got fired for 3. A year later, we were out the
fun
door.
And excitement.
Yes.
What was that about? I didn't hear about that.
It was a little thing. If you were a guest on the show the next day, you might know. Oh, that's right. So, Mark, you were on our show back at NEW, and a lot of people wondered what the hell happened to you after you left. You went on to Fox. We knew that. Fox. You were working with that fine journalist Bill O'Reilly.
Oh, God, I have a few stories about him.
So what could top the ones that the news said that he was making perverted phone calls and telling women to loofah themselves and sexually harassing his staff?
Loofah themselves? He told them to loofah themselves with a falafel.
That's just sick now.
That's right.
Now that's sick.
God forbid a falafel cart ever blows up in the city.
And he worked for him, miking people or something. I don't know what you actually did.
I used to actually, believe it or not, I'd mic him up every night, and then I'd give him a good slap before he sat down and torture the rest of America.
And he would do the show.
But he also produced Alan Combs' radio show.
Mr. Purple Glasses.
He has a radio show?
Yeah.
I know Hannity's got one.
This guy should walk around with a snare drum. I'm really already sick of Ray Liotta face. He really
this is a room full of love.
Karen.
Then we're going to find the joke book, Henry.
He has a face that looks like it's just healing from a plastic surgery.
How'd you like to know my law?
Jeez, you really do have Kathy Griffin's face.
I'm breaking your balls and you right away you're getting fucking fed. Teach this kid a little fucking manners.
And Bobby Slayton's delivery.
So you got something happened though with Fox, right?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Well, I got fired.
You got fired.
Absolutely. Opie thought I'd last 100 days, but...
What happened?
What happened? I told the producer to go F themselves.
You can say fuck.
That'll
Oh,
do
that's
it.
true.
Go fuck yourself.
I said go fuck yourself.
No, he did
No
say
more impressions of me. I can't stand hearing all these guys going, oh, it's Psycho Mark. Oh, ho, ho, I want to be Psycho Mark. Yeah, I hear Anthony do it. Oh, it's Psycho Mark.
I haven't done the Psycho Mark impression
Thanks,
in a while.
You're bombing,
But
dude.
You're bombing. I come in and I have the fucking guns of Navarone pointed at me.
All right. You're not bombing anymore.
Good one.
Come back.
That was a good
That
one.
is fair, though. You come in, it's like everybody like...
Yeah.
It's not going to be a supportive group.
It really is.
No matter how good you are, we're rooting against
That
you.
is true.
Very hard.
I
feel like a bicycle.
Uphill battle.
Stand down the village.
Gotta be fair to
Bend
that.
over.
That is very fair.
Where'd Voss go?
He didn't want to be part of this.
He's on the phone with who?
He wanted to go brush his teeth.
All right, so what are we doing with Psycho Mark here?
Well, apparently, from what Ben says, where's Ben? Where's Ben?
Oh!
The Boston compatriot. He took Voss's chair.
I took Voss's hand. Sit down, Voss.
Go ahead.
No.
Sit down, Voss, with no self-esteem.
Here he is.
So what's going on, Ben, with Psycho Mark?
Mark wanted to come back on the show, so I told him to write down a bunch of ideas. Cause that's what
Something
he
he could do.
Yeah, so he
for
wrote down
the
a bunch
program.
of ideas. So those are the ideas. You got them right there. Eric, why don't you just...
Hey, I got the lock in the Starbucks.
Oh, no one else got any?
No, Eric, you're right in front of
Oh.
I'd like a copy
all
of those
the copies.
ideas,
You're
Hawk.
supposed to take one and pass it down.
Hawk. Thank you.
I always think we could bring my golf clubs down to Starbucks.
How about our friends
We should
here?
Tee some off right there and head them out across the street.
No, you got
Wonderful.
Crickets.
All right.
Well, the first idea.
I like where it says first of all. Okay.
First of all, you need to bring back the two original voiceover guys that do the promos and bumpers. You can't pitch shift the stuff.
Oh, great.
So now he's telling Steve what his job is.
Somebody should.
Oh.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
No, you remember the old voiceover guys? Remember the guy who said, okay, terrific.
Okay, terrific.
Those guys sounded great.
Okay, terrific.
That guy.
Coming in and out of the bumpers, that's all.
Mark's ideas stink.
Ooh.
Okay, well, there we go.
Wait a minute now. I don't know
That's the first thumbs
That
down.
wasn't an idea.
Just sit at a console, get drunk, and watch mudslides and giggle until he fell asleep. And didn't get the work done.
Jesus.
Wait a minute, didn't get the work done. I always got my job done. If I had to stay there till 12 o'clock on a Friday night, I got it done.
The OK and Terrific guy are going to audition to get back on the show, too, though.
Holy crap.
That wasn't bad, was it?
They're forgetting about our segment really fast, Anthony.
Yeah, I know.
Thank
That's
God.
what I'm hoping for.
Thank God.
Number one. Why don't you describe what idea number one is? If you got a piece of paper,
Yeah,
could
simple.
Mark
Become-
have his ideas?
Well, with poor Lady Di, I figured after torturing her for so many years and screaming at her, she's a nasty, filthy, disgusting whore. And now she's gone into all these troubles and she's back and she's, trying to get hold of her life. Why not I become her sponsor? And,
Sponsor her recovery.
Yeah, sponsor
back into
recovery.
productive
try
life.
and get her a job. Turn her life around from the filthy, disgusting slime.
How would that help the show? I'm hoping she gets hit by a train.
Oh, well, it's a good thing. You have to look and say,
Are you
what
a
are the
born-again
good things?
Christian all of a
Here's
sudden?
the way it's worded. I become Lady Di's sponsor. It sounds nuts, but it could be a hit.
A hit.
I sponsored her recovery back, like Mark just said, into a productive life, getting her a job, a place to live, and turning her life around. Think of the goodwill for the show, not to mention all the rehab, with a dash in between rehab, places Lisa could sell to. T-O-O-O. Lisa could sell also, like she's selling rehabs. Think of all the rehabs she could sell as well.
All right. Well, I don't know. Is she even in rehab? Have we heard from her? Do we care?
We'll say no to that idea.
All right, that one gets a no.
Boring.
Number two, this looks like something that'll work out.
Why don't you read the next one, Psycho Mark?
Where's your pen, buddy? Give somebody more, Eric.
Yeah.
You have to have more than 2 copies. There's 400 people.
I wanted it in his voice, so just
get more copies, or I'll bite your face.
Read it verbatim, Mark.
Oh, I don't have
Yeah.
a copy. I don't have
Here
a
you
copy.
are,
No one handed me.
sweetie.
Oh, what a bonus.
Number two.
Can we have one of them bring in more copies? No, you don't have to
Hey,
walk
you don't
up
have a
and-
ceiling fan and some electrical cords so I can do some fucking 360.
Dave Chappelle's him with baseball.
All right, let's go.
Wanda sucks.
Tryin' Regan.
Trying. Okay, number two. Number two. Your second idea.
Brian's like, what?
You got the idea?
Out of the loop.
I mean, the copy?
Their second idea, Mark. Let's go.
Mark, read the second one.
Yeah, the pests.
You can take it right out of Brian's hand.
No, it's fine. The pests, right?
There's a copy.
Read that. The O&A
There it
pests.
is. Yeah, but I like it, the way it's written.
The way it's written.
All right, yes, right. Pest. Horrible fucking name. Christ, what are we going to do? Pestirate people? I mean, come on. It's, the pests, the O&A pests. Ooh, let's go around and pest people. Ooh.
But you didn't read you didn't read the part that tells what you do.
Here's how it's written.
So what?
Jimmy is a good reader. Let Jimmy read.
I take charge of the pests. And he capitalizes P and pests and puts them in quotes. Horrible fucking name. Christ, what are we going to do with the pests? ... Pestirate people? Gay. Fucking gay!
Oh, yes, exclamation.
That has to be changed. ... X. EX.
Example.
Oh, example. Okay, because usually there'd be a colon effect.
And it'd usually be an EG.
Yes, it would be, absolutely. The O&A Assault Force.
Ooh.
That's cool, because we're a Saturday morning cartoon.
Start fucking with people at all the shows!
The O&A Assault Force.
And then there's like a cartoon beam that beams the whole force in front of the TV, and they explain it. And we have boring girl, strong hands.
Have you badmouthed our favorite radio show?
The Solopsis.
Meanwhile, back at the studio.
We could have local spawn parties and recruit new members. Set up a quick reaction force where we torture the shit out of whomever fucks with us.
I like this one. It was called the Ku Klux Klan. And I still do.
Plus, I can show them the correct and legal way we can lash out at folks that mess with us without a lawsuit against the show.
Uh-huh. So you're
going to be law-abiding?
He's taking charge and going to be legal counsel to the pests.
Oh, but only lash out at folks.
Yeah, folks. Anybody that's called a folks can't do anything all that wrong.
Like people are farming.
Like if they hassle us when we're baking bread.
Listen, folks.
But the way he comes off is like if you go, hey, listen, you faggots, let me run this. And let's do it. Like it's like if the general goes, all right, I hate every one of you motherfuckers. Your breath stink. I think you're gay, but let's do this, baby.
He's trying that kind of whole Gunnery Sergeant Hartman
thing. He completely told the pest they ain't shit.
Yeah.
Let me run this. And then we let's do it, y'all.
Well, you have to bring people down to nothing before you can then build them up into, like, Marines and stuff. He's just trying to do it in one horribly written paragraph. What takes months.
The pests don't really, I don't know if the pests really need a leader, though. Like,
well, But it was an idea. These are just ideas. I threw
the whole
these
thing
ideas.
is
I didn't expect them all to come on the radio.
You never see mosquitoes flying in a squadron. They're pests.
We like the name O&A Pest, so we'll say no to number 2.
No to the pest. Let's go to number 3.
Wait, did you already say no to number 1, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
No, we're considering it, Patrice.
Number 3.
We blocked number 1 out like it was a childhood
rape. Do this with an open mind, though, You never know.
You're right.
Number 3. All right, Jimmy, you want to just read this?
The show needs local interaction, in each market. Because you wouldn't want that to be just one continuous thought. You might as well pause. The show needs local interaction. In each market.
Someone should have wrote oh yeah.
Someone needs to be in a different market at least once a week. I know that sounds crazy.
Oof. Wacky.
I can't believe I'm actually reading it. But you have to have a sticker stop crazy event once a week in a different location. You can drum up tons of local biz.
1940s. Drum up.
Plus mess with the local competition.
Can I ask you a grammar question real quick? What are a lot of periods after something? What is that supposed to represent?
You're really using it a lot.
Because he fucking just did it. I do it too. I don't know why I do it. It just seems to add something.
It means the thought is continuing, and then I'll call you later. It means like there's a continuation of that thought. And obviously there has to be a continuation of the thought here because he goes, I know that sounds crazy, but if you have a sticker stop crazy event, ... let's all pause and examine what that could be.
This is the kind of stuff you put together when you're like high on coke. You're just sitting around with, oh, this is great. This idea.
This is the kind of shit
how do you know, Rich?
Exactly. When Rich used to sit around and write letters with the pencil in his fist, pointing straight down as opposed to thumb finger technique. That's it. It's easy to make dots with the pen in your fist.
Like stabbing the paper.
His dots were before the thought, like it was ... and that's why I stuck the cock.
Patrice, what would you know about thumb and finger technique? Jesus.
He went right to monkey.
I did not. You know what? If you see King Kong, he has Patrice's head and Dante's body.
He went to King Kong. He went right to me.
Well, but you know what? I was doing a coke trying to trash him. How did you bring it to me?
You're a racist hack.
You junkie hack.
Well, Mark, you want to explain this one a little further or what?
Because this sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Just wacky. It's insane. Yeah. It's just crazy. I don't know, jumping in each market, and showing up and just having a representation.
Showing up in a market, sticker stops, and crazy events once a week, every week.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with the idea that it will drum up a ton of local biz. What type of local crazy thing in each market?
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that, actually.
Like,
boobs.
Boobs. How much you want to be paid for this?
Nothing. I'll do it for free.
Oh,
yeah, that helps in the negotiation.
I think you love free.
You have a better chance. You have a better chance.
That ain't good when you want your own radio show on that motherfucking channel. I tell you that.
Mark,
once you do it for free, baby, you are Kunta Kinte for life.
Mark, I like to think this is working out, but I think you have a better chance of getting a job at Show World and mopping up the local jizz.
Thank you for your support.
All right, we'll say maybe to 3.
Yeah, 3. Definitely. There's an idea about going to local markets.
You have to say maybe, and what, Opie, sending him to the different markets?
What he needs to do is go back to the drawing board and work with number 3.
Who'd you have in mind going to the different markets? Because these guys can't go because...
You can't go. Well, you'll be leading the pesto, aren't you going to be...
Yeah. Well, that got shot down like, an F-16 by,
You're part
Japanese
of the
Zero.
assault force, remember?
So who did you have planned going on these...
You got development...
I was planning on going out and
at the O&A Assault Force headquarters.
So when you wrote the show needs more local interaction in each market, you meant by you.
Yeah, show up at least once a week in a different market where we have an event.
You.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Well, try to develop idea number 3 and come and get back to us. Number 4.
Well, that's already done.
Yes, number 4, sir.
This motherfucker's crazy.
Lastly, for this little memo. ...
LIL.
Invite with a capital I because...
N-I-A.
If there's 3 periods, there should be a big capital.
And I am not LMAOing.
Oh my God!
Fucking computer assholes. Lil. Okay.
Well, there's 2. Lastly, for this little memo, invite me back for a little sit down.
We should get Lil Abner in here.
And then he sells himself.
How about a bear trap?
I can crush.
I can crush. I got 5 fucking years pent up in me. You simply have to have a How Psycho Mark Bin segment. Say no more.
Capital letters.
That's right.
Minus these comedians.
That's exactly how he wrote it in his mind, too. Say no more, nigga.
Plus,
and he stood up. And let me tell you something. Before he pushed enter to print this out, his hand and finger was up in the air for 10 minutes. Going, okay, this is it. He read it again, and he goes, and send. Bam! He said, bam. Plow! Baby, he made all... Just like a superhero. He did Batman quotes over his own head. He went, plow!
Continue, Jimmy.
He looked like Christopher Lloyd in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest when the Indian threw the fucking sink through the window.
Say no more. Say no more.
Say no more. Plus, nobody has listened in the last 4 years.
Thanks.
Jesus.
So as far as they are concerned, I'm still fresh.
I'm breaking your balls and right away you're getting fucking fresh.
So why are you?
Well, let's do a House Psycho Mark Bin segment.
I like the idea of that.
There you go. That idea we like.
Because I got 5 fucking years pent up in me.
Pull up a chair.
Pull up a chair and then give us something.
If somebody can clear the field.
5 years. What's on your mind?
Is he part of the? He was part of. I'm not familiar.
Yeah, Mark is from the NEW
SM or original
WNEW.
Yes, a very popular part. Mark was very popular.
Most of the people from NEW didn't come with us to XM.
No, wait a minute.
They've all bombed. They've all bombed.
Did they
all
leave?
bombed. Most of them.
You just guys didn't have them back. They tried to come with you.
No, some of them got fired or left before we even left NEW. He got fired a year before we got fired from NEW.
Oh, he wasn't like a character like
he was.
He died or something. He was
busted his balls, but he did some great stuff for us.
Did great radio for us.
I'm going to lobby.
I got arrested with Mark. I spent the night in jail with him on the Voyeur bus. Mark was part of that.
I'm going to lobby for him because, only in radio can you have every single idea start with, I know it sounds nuts. You can't do that in the regular corporate world. Every one of your ideas says, I know it's crazy. I know this is lunacy, but...
Could you imagine passing this memo over to a corporate event?
Yeah. Every memo at Microsoft. ...
I
know this is crazy, but why don't we increase the speed of our processors?
I know this is wacko, but why don't we sell all our assets?
Say
no more!
You send me to every market with a fork, and I go to the local Planned Parenthood dumpster.
Hey, I got a great idea. We should hire some more Indians. ...
And that's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's it right there. In large letters.
All right, listen. Let's
over
get
the internet.
And
somebody says, "Stop yelling."
This would only be crazier if he clipped every letter out of a magazine and pasted it on a piece of paper. That's the only way this letter could be crazier.
I know this sounds crazy. I killed Jean Benet. ...
Oh man.
Well, how have you been? Let's do the how have you been segment.
I've been good. It's been nice. Yeah. I've been, working for Fox News. I actually took the year off. Now I'm working for my family.
A year off. There had to be something that happened in that year that might have been exciting.
5 fucking years of pent-up frustration.
Crush.
Let's go.
It says I can crush.
Yeah, let's start crushing.
I was plowing snow this winter. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah?
Up in Boston. We didn't have much snow to plow, but we plowed enough that we could, Oh, joy. I'm ready to choke myself.
What? Where's all the 5 fucking years pent up?
5 years.
5 years. Give us your 5 years, and he had 5 paragraphs worth of pent upness.
So you plowed some snow.
Plus some snow.
And now you're working for your parents.
He had an idea a year.
I'm working for the family.
It was exploding from inside.
There you go. And then, this was 2001. This Lady Di sponsor. Say no more, baby.
Oh my God.
An idea a year.
Let's go to Jim the Trucker. Jim.
Hey, guys.
And it would suck if he would have one in December and then one in January. It was a lot of downtime. That was like a big burst of inspiration. The 31st and the 1st.
He had an idea on New Year's Eve, and then
one at 12:10. Right after.
And then one on Halloween. Let's figure out what season he had his ideas.
Wait a minute, he forgot Christmas.
Hold on. Jim the Trucker, go. Jim.
Hey, how about Psycho doesn't hit the mark? Take it easy, guys.
All right, let's go to Mike in Massachusetts. The reviews are coming in here. Mike?
Hometown boy for Mark?
Hello?
Yeah, you're on. Mike, come on.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God, you're going in. Your engine's just flamed out. You're in a flat spin.
Wait. I'm Mike Harding, and I'm on the radio. Listen, needless to say, he shouldn't get his job back.
Not for nothing.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Should have been a reason associated with that.
Now, Opie,
nothing.
Opie, have you?
I couldn't do nothing.
Has he reached? Is this the first time he's reaching back out to you guys?
He's been talking to Ben here and there.
And then he was up in Boston when we...
and he was very pissed off that he wasn't on the first half of the Opie and Anthony show today, weren't you? Thank God this wasn't on the first half
Was
of the
he
Opie and
reaching
Anthony
out
show.
2 years ago?
Were you?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Why wasn't
I
you
reached out?
Why wasn't you reaching out the entire?
I reached out when you guys got fired and went to XM.
Well, you did an interview on Fox News.
Now, apparently, I guess I pissed you off over
Where's
doing
Ben?
an interview, right?
No, that interview was so
Enough
funny,
of the
by the
people
way.
saying that they pissed me off. No, I would have told you.
Are you pissed?
Because I called you.
My ass off. It's one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
Well,
Get Ben in here.
I
You
know.
know,
Ben
to this day,
When people accuse Opie of
mad
getting
about the
pissed
interview.
off
He was
about
mad.
things,
Yeah,
he
he
gets
was mad.
pissed
He was
off.
pissed at me, and I called him the night before. I called you the night before. I said,
You're
Opie,
pissing him
I
off.
go on Fox.
Psycho
Do you
Mark.
care?
And I said no.
Then why are you mad?
I don't know why he was mad
I'm
either.
not mad. Jimmy, shut the fuck up.
You seem mad.
He said he wasn't mad.
And that's my suit.
What?
That's my.
We always accused him of
Get
having
Ben in here.
borrowed a suit from
I'm
the
just trying to find out if
prop department.
if right now he felt he's doing bad and he's just this is a desperate attempt. But if he was always trying to reach out,
Listen,
he was. Let me tell you.
I reached out to you guys.
Where's
from day
Ben?
one.
I'll
I
be
got
completely
fired.
honest. I'll be completely honest. Mark wasn't a come in, sit down, and do a break with us guy.
Well, tell Ben we need
Mark
him in
was
here.
the guy that was, he'd go out and do crazy stuff, come running in like a drunken psychopath to comment on some broad that was in the studio or something like that.
He was the Danny of the old show.
Not only was I not a come in and sit down guy, I'm a sit down in front of these fucking animals and tear me apart.
Mark was a very popular part of the NAW show. Mark was a very well-known, well-liked part of the show.
He took chicken to Michael Hebranko.
Let me set this up.
That was his first
Hold
bit.
on. Let me set this up. Ben is on the phone with Washington, but Ben to this day plays Psycho Mark's interview from Fox.
Oh, it's
This thing is one of the funniest things ever.
It's full of inaccuracies, outright lies.
How long after the booting was this? Was this like a week after we got tossed? Or
When we got tossed for Sex for Sam, they were looking for anyone associated with the show to go on TV and talk on our behalf because Ant and I weren't talking. Brian Regan wasn't talking, even though he was on the next day. Norton, none of these guys, nobody. Everyone was like, "No way, I'm not fucking talking." Psycho Mark decided to go on Fox and Friends, and yes, you did call me ahead of time.
They
I had
asked
no
me.
problem with it.
I didn't just go out there going, oh, I'm Psycho Mark. You know who I am? I'm going to jump on Fox and Friends.
I think people know if I have a problem with him, I'm going to tell you right to your face.
I heard that interview, and he was all like, "Well, and the existential
this is what
elements of this."
Ben,
He turned into the Psycho Mark that used to do this voiceover work. Have you talked to your doctor about Stacker 2?
I used to love that one.
Ben is in here.
Okay.
Is that mic on?
Yeah, it should be.
Oh, the headphones
Try it
gotta
again.
go. Wow.
Backwards.
It's on.
Okay.
All right.
Backwards.
We're about to play Psycho Mark.
Funniest thing ever.
Fox and Friends. Why is it so funny?
Because it's so inaccurate.
Ooh.
Yeah, you got the
Now,
markets.
time out a second. Now, who did I spend hours before that interview prepping with me? You.
Yeah, but I didn't.
You told me everything to say. I was a puppet. Not me. Not me. Not bad. No.
That's how we get the markets right. Jesus. I think
I don't care about the fucking market.
So they picked you up in a limo, right? Or
No,
something
they
like
did not pick me up in a limo.
But he had a suit on so he could look all official.
Yeah.
And then he was talking on our behalf.
Yeah, he was like the closest they could get to anybody to represent the show. And it was somebody who had worked for us a year prior, and then he comes.
Wait a minute, time out a second. I was on the air. I was on the air that day with Ben, with another couple. So.
Oh yeah, he was there. Mark was one of the runners.
So I mean,
all right, you were directly involved.
It was a week before,
I wasn't involved.
Wow, how did you swing that, having been fired?
No, he was allowed. Jeremy allowed him to come back.
I used to come back on the show all the time because after I got fired, I was on the bus with Norton.
Yeah, because we bitched and complained and told, look, he does good stuff for us. You got to at least let him continue.
I have no frame of time.
But you got to hear this interview because he's
Then
talking.
the dinosaurs came.
He's talking on our behalf. He's
Yeah.
getting everything wrong. He's in a suit looking all official. To this day, Ben plays it like once a week just to laugh.
Hilarious.
Look at Mark. He's nuts.
Listen to this. And remember, this happened like literally within a few days of us getting fired.
This was on
the next day.
It was a Friday. We got fired on the Thursday. This was on
we got
Friday
fired Friday officially.
But it was the Friday morning. The statement went out at 4:00 on a Thursday.
Oh, all right. Then maybe it was Thursday.
Ouch.
I don't want to remember anymore.
I think it was the Thursday. Actually, I do remember that.
This
We were
is
in
hurting.
Starbucks.
This is hurting.
So is the next day. Here we go. Listen to this.
Unfortunately for a couple of guys who were making millions of dollars a year, Opie and Anthony in New York City, they were fired yesterday after a couple was caught having sex at St. Patrick's Cathedral and it was all being broadcast on their radio show.
Joining us now with some exclusive details is a member of that cast, Mark Walsh, better known to Opie and Anthony, on those Opie and Anthony listeners as Psycho Mark.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good.
Thanks for having me on.
Mark,
see, he's got the smooth voice.
Yeah,
he's about to say some official
Thanks
stuff.
for having me on, fellas.
Attention, Red Line passengeros. No fumare on the Red Line arrows.
I've a busy schedule. I'm doing a lot of other talk shows.
Yeah, right after this segment, he's back to miking everyone at Fox.
They take the suit off. He's back in a T-shirt and jeans, miking the next
Monkey,
guest.
get over here. O'Reilly needs his mic wrapped around his nuts.
But he's very official sounding. Thank you for having me.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good.
Thanks for having me on.
Mark, it's a thrill to see you again, especially clean.
Yeah, exactly. With a suit and everything.
I know. I didn't know you
I feel like a pundit, you know.
Give it back to John Scott at the end of the show. That's part of the deal.
Fair deal.
But, Mark, let's talk seriously what happened. Fred was the one, our producer, here to inform you about what happened. You've talked to Opie and Anthony since. What's their feeling about getting
Well, it was a huge thing.
Okay, hold on. I had not spoken with you at all since we were fired. By that point, as you spoke with Opie and Anthony, did Mark speak with you?
He says honestly, I don't even remember if you spoke to me.
No, because I called you. I wasn't going to go on there without your permission.
Okay.
I was in another world. If you say I did, I believe you, actually.
So then it's just the general Opie and... Either of us have the power of attorney to use the Opie and Anthony name.
All right, here we go.
Happened. You've talked to Opie and Anthony since. What's their feeling about getting...
Well, it was a huge thing, needless to say. I mean, needless to say, the entire stunt was a bad thing.
Needless to say,
I've never heard back-to-back needless to say.
Needless to say.
That is really needless.
That should be like matter and antimatter. Your mouth should explode when you say those things back-to-back.
That phone call from about 10 minutes ago was doing the callback.
Doesn't it, needless to say, make it really important?
Then why are we having this interview?
Needless to say, say no more.
It's like -1 and +1. It's just 0. You say needless to say, silence.
How they feel? Well, Opie was sad, ... And Anthony also wasn't feeling well either, ...
Needless to say.
Say no more.
I know it sounds nuts, but...
Crazy disclaimers that aren't needed.
I love this, but he's gonna tell the whole nation that it was a bad stunt, a bad idea. Who had the cunt sign on TV?
Yes, that was
But
you.
you're gonna tell everyone that we did wrong, and
So
it was
what?
a bad thing.
I didn't get credit for the cunt sign for a long time.
We finally gave you credit.
That's it. Yeah. Well, it was a huge thing, needless to say. I mean, needless to say, the entire stunt was a bad thing. What happened was entirely wrong, and the boys are very upset that it even happened.
What was at stake here was a trip to the Sam Adams plant up in Massachusetts, and whoever got the most points would get the free trip, right?
Exactly.
And the way you get points is
you go around town, and the couples would engage in lewd acts, in different ways.
They try to say it casually, you know.
They would engage in lewd acts.
Lewd acts.
Yeah. He's just trying to sound intelligent.
No, I'm not.
Like an expert. It's Psycho Mark. That's what makes this so funny.
Lewd acts in different places.
So they'd have sex in different places.
Exactly.
For points, and then someone picked the St. Patrick's Cathedral, and even with a 40-second delay,
well, what happened before the show was, and it was explained to everybody that took part in the show, do not go to St. Patrick's Cathedral. This was told to all the participants before we even went on air that day, okay?
Can I ask you something? Were you in that meeting?
No, but I remember the first sex with Sam. Don't go to St. Pat's. Don't fuck with the Catholics.
He wasn't even in the meeting.
No.
It was explained. You weren't in the meeting. You weren't allowed in the building anymore.
Needless to attend meeting, I just say...
I remember the first meeting from the first sex with Sam. Don't go near St. fucking Pat's.
He had a memory of a rumor.
Before the event, we all said, no, you weren't there. You weren't allowed in the building anymore.
It's explained to everybody that took part in the show, do not go to St. Patrick's Cathedral. This was told to all the participants before we even went on air that day, okay?
But can I just jump in real quick? I mean, any church. There was like 25 points that you could get for going into a church. Wouldn't you just think any church would blow people's
most
minds?
of the stuff that happens is it's radio. It's on air.
Is this Mark?
It's a description.
Yeah. Him and the other guy, they sound exactly alike.
Mark's putting on his broadcaster voice.
He's fucking mocking the other guy. The guy's like, so what happened? What happened? Well, needless to say.
Go fuck yourself.
I had to get the papers. Get the papers.
He's a complete ass. I don't even know who's who.
It's radio. It's on air. It's a description. It's theater of the mind, so to speak. In other words, those acts
so to speak, and in other words, back to back.
Say no more.
In other words, say no more. A bird in the hand, worth two in the bush. Don't burn your bridges before they hatch.
That's right.
Keep your head above water and make your way if you can. Temporary
Keep your feet on the
layoff
ground.
is what I think is going to happen.
And keep reaching for the stars.
I think there's going to be some good times. Easy credit is a ripoff. With some hard work and determination, Opie and Anthony will be moving on up to the east side to a deluxe apartment. Maybe not in the sky, but at least in Long Island.
Needless to say.
They feel like a schlemiel and a schlemazel.
Now, they could get a job with Haas and Trevor Incorporated. Mark is not thrilled with this at all.
Hey, give a steady chance, they'll take it. Give a steady rule, they'll break it.
Hey, and any move, they'll make it. And they are going to make it if they try.
Doing it their way.
All right, back to Mark. His exclusive interview.
Wait a minute, Opie. Let me put this A on my on everything I own.
Here we go. Happens is it's radio. It's on air. It's a description. It's theater of the mind, so to speak. In other words, those acts necessarily aren't really happening, but they are described as on the air.
Now, wait a minute. Are you saying they didn't really have sex? Because the usher says the people were partially naked.
I'm not going to get into the...
If they wanted to do theater of the mind, they would have been in a car outside and said, "We're inside the church, okay."
Well, what happened was there's a fail-safe system on the show. There's a 40-second delay that they use. In other words, they have up to 10 times to dump out of the show within 40 seconds. So if something gets aired that's inappropriate, there's an opportunity to take it off the show.
So why didn't they dump it?
Well, that's what happened. There's a whole chain of command, the system that works with the program director and the general manager.
I don't know who the fuck is. It sounds like a schizophrenic conversation. They both sound alike.
Here's how you figure it out. Question reporter Drek Mark. He's talking in octagons.
Who the fuck said who said theater of the mind?
He did.
I did. What the fuck was you talking? You know the Stanislavski method. What? Yes, I had to play a policeman once, and I rode in the back of a police car. What happened?
I just love the fact that he asked Mark, if it's theater of the mind, why didn't they do it somewhere else? And Mark goes, well, there is a dump button. You went into, like, outer space.
Well, they said it was theater of the mind, and they didn't necessarily have a... Well, I'm not going to get into detail.
I'm not kidding.
You know what?
We're going to let the president field this question.
The reporter tapped in. He only has 2 levels of intelligence, and the reporter went to the 3rd level. And so he goes, theater of the mind. And that nigga said, oh, shit. No comment. That's his last level of shit. It's the 9th circle of dumbness.
After theater of the mind, he started just going, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
or like when Captain Kirk fucks with one of them robot things by getting him into a paradox. Mark's head just starts smoking. If you are imperfect, then you must destroy yourself. Must destroy.
He's the computer in war games. The only way to win is not to play.
Well, I believe Joshua could best answer that question. Now, the Whopper computer has a 40-second cutoff point.
Why don't you unplug the goddamn dump button?
All right, continuing.
Theater of the mind. And the reporter must have seen the blood trickling out of all his ears and his eyes started bleeding.
Mark's theater of the mind is playing Ishtar nonstop.
As he went into Westworld malfunction mode, Yul Brynner, he took off his face. He started to fix his eye at the sink like the Terminator.
He was ready to say to the reporter, you pig-eyed sack of shit.
Let me go to Jeremy from Jersey. Jeremy, fast. Get in fast.
Right now, it's Theater of the Mindless.
Oh, shit. Motherfucker.
All right, back to the interview.
That classic stuff.
It works with the program director and the general manager.
Both suspended.
Well, they both have boxes in their office and are able to dump out of the show at any time. Now, they should have been on the post that afternoon monitoring the show. Now, these guys, it's Opie and Anthony. You know, you're not talking about, you don't go to them for news, weather,
This
and
is not
sports.
Paul Harvey.
Exactly. You don't tune into Fox for dirty jokes. They're shock jocks.
Right.
So you got to stay on top of them all the time.
So yesterday they got fired.
We gotta stay on top of you all the time.
He's trying to make radio friendly the line. You don't go to us to hard hitting news, and you don't go to CNN for dick jokes.
Right.
Like that's what we used to say.
Right.
And
You were
you
the
try
most-
to clean that up.
You were the most out of control member of the old show.
Yeah.
We had to stay on top of you.
What are you
Where's
talking
Ben?
about? I did everything you guys asked me to do,
You were
and then
the
did
shock
110%
jock.
more.
Yes. You would always do
So
it
the
with
problem being
this interview.
No shit. That's the lies.
I have
That's
some
all.
weird feeling
You
that
guys
he
wanted to
actually,
play it.
he did this for you, though. He
wanted to help us out.
this is really for you in some.
Oh, it is. Wait till you hear what he says about us coming up.
Shock jocks.
Right.
So you got to stay on top of them all the time.
So yesterday they got fired. The general manager and the program director have been suspended. Are they going to get canned too?
Most likely. And what happened is the formats will probably change at the station. You'll probably see a switch probably to light music. Like light
So
FM.
they're going to lose all that talk and that dramatic switch that Parmesan and Parmesan made happen.
Well, they're on several markets as well. They're number one in Philly. They're number one in Buffalo. They're
So what
number one in
happens then?
Cleveland.
Where do they?
Detroit.
We were never on.
Did you catch
It sounded good at the time.
Hey, we figured it out.
Have never heard us on in Detroit.
Here's his fucking profile. Here is Mark's profile. Did you hear he said, if you turn it back, he said 3 cities that were correct.
Right.
Mark is dumb after the 4th thing. So he came in here with 4 fucking ideas.
Yeah.
He had 4 cities. He went Buffalo, they're number 1. Then at the 4th thing, the reporter asked him 4 questions. On the 5th one, he went
Tahiti.
He malfunctioned after the 4th. That's
All right, listen. We'll play it again. Here.
holy shit.
All that talk and that dramatic switch that Parmesan made happen.
Well, they're on several markets as well. They're number one in Philly. They're number one in Buffalo. They're
So what
number one in
happens then?
Cleveland.
Where do they?
Detroit.
Malfunction! Danger! 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 Hey,
Detroit.
he had to, in the Terminator when the motherfucker goes, it stinks in there. And he had to run through his. Yeah. He only has 4 answers.
Warning.
Detroit.
Incompetent. Warning.
Sweden, Haiti, Russia.
Warning.
Are there any other cities? There's a dump button. There's a dump
Warning.
All right, we get it. Let's move on with the.
You bubble-headed booby.
This is only a 4-minute interview. We've been at it 20 minutes.
Detroit.
Do they move to another station and do their show from there? Because they were fired from Boston, were
Exactly.
they not?
They were also fired.
Doing
from,
something.
But you know what? I spoke to them
Faking
last
the mayor's
night.
death.
That's
Is
right.
that correct, Mark?
Yes, for the mayor's death.
Yeah, they made believe the mayor died.
But this is Opie and Anthony. I mean, these guys, they said the mayor was dead on April Fool's Day. I mean, come on. Who's going to really believe it?
Ultimately,
Everybody?
this just
Yeah,
how many people know it's April 1st?
Come on.
Ultimately, though, this shows you how far afield shock jocks have gotten. I mean, it used to be just Howard Stern just talking quasi-dirty, but now we're having sex in a church. The Catholic League, with 350 members, now says, you know what, since they got canned, we're
350 members? You dumb motherfucker. 350 members, there's a force to be reckoned with. 350,000, you jizzbag.
It's like a card game.
It's a Catholic League. They have 7 members, and each one has a cousin. Ass.
In a church, the Catholic League, with 350 members, now says, you know what, since they got canned, we're not going to push for WNEW to lose their license. So they're stepping away from it.
Which is a fair shot, and they had every right to be mad. I mean, Bill Donahue is a good guy, and he had every right to be upset.
Real quickly, did they ever talk about Opie and Anthony? Did they ever sit there and say, well, maybe this is going over the line, or was it just like, hey, let's push the envelope?
With that show, it happened so fast. In other words, it made the air, and it's like, you stepped in crap. Oh, God. You know, what do? You're in it. And it was too late.
Can we bleep that out?
It was already
Mark, my last question, are they going to sue to get their jobs back? Because this is what they do. They might have a lawyer that...
Chances are they're in negotiations right now with another company. And we'll probably see them back on the air shortly.
So they'll take millions of dollars from CBS for leaving and go get another job someplace else.
Most likely that's exactly what's going to happen.
All right, Mark Walsh, thanks very much for giving us the exclusive details on the morning show.
Robin.
All right, thanks very much.
Well, no shit. He said we were in negotiations with another company. We'd be back on the air shortly. 2 years, 3 months later. Shortly. Where did you get that part from? We weren't in negotiations.
Relative to a human lifespan,
making it up.
It is pretty short.
Shortly when looking at the Big Bang.
I sat with Sparks the whole night for hours before I went on that interview, and we talked about the whole thing, what we were going to say, what I was going to say.
You are actually defending yourself by saying you were briefed by Ben Sparks.
I'm too retarded. I can't even remember more than 4 things. How am I supposed to do it?
If he was briefed by Ben,
Christ.
if he was briefed by Ben, they would every question he would have went, well.
Here comes Ben.
I didn't brief you on everything.
Bullshit. We sat in a bar, and we sat there and drank, and we're like, what should I talk about when I go on?
You were all on your own.
That's it. See, send me down the river like a Vietnamese
down
junk.
the river. You went on. You were dying to go on. You were dying for the attention.
Hey, look, you get it when you can. What can I say?
I love that interview. Yes. All right.
I'm glad it.
A lot of people.
It is funny though. It is funny.
Are we losing Brian Regan without you saying much?
No. I'm gonna hang.
All right.
We gotta get to Regan because a lot of people are saying
this is cool. I'm enjoying this.
Why are we dealing with Mark when Brian is here in the studio? They're very upset.
I thought the same thing. I looked in this room. I says, "Why am I walking?"
Let's play Brian's interview. He did with Fox about the show.
Let me explain
At
to
least
Brian
he gets
too.
our markets right.
Trying Regan because Brian's like, well, they were doing some bit and we were just.
We bombed horribly and well.
We were making up comedian names with bombs like Laurel and Hardley and or just any comedian name that we could find and just Brian Robbins trying.
I like it.
D.L. Thruly.
D.L. Thruly is funny.
Before we're done with
the funniest one was when someone just wrote in Rich Voss.
Here's Dugout Doug.
What's up, show? Hi, Mark. Great to hear you on the air again. I'm a big fan. But I understand you asked for the pests, and I'm sorry, sir, but you can't have them. You can't just ask for the pests, Mark. You have to take them.
Time out a second. I'm not asking for the pests, all right? This was a memo I wrote to the guys. Little did I know it would be put on air, like Sparks likes to do, and pull everyone's pants down. It was just an idea. I'm not asking to be the pest.
It says, too, I take charge of the pests.
It's an idea.
Mark,
yeah.
I didn't take charge of the pests.
Who?
I went out and I earned it, and I was handed the position.
Okay,
when you were taking a year off working for the family, I was putting up billboards in Orlando. I was advertising for XM on Sirius. I was taking over radio, my friend. I and all the pests came together to work for the boys, not to do what we were asked, like you were asked. But we did what we weren't asked. We went above and beyond what the show wanted, and we delivered every time.
And I didn't.
Damn good.
I asked for it, and I didn't.
All right.
Make it famous, Mark. Just understand, you were a big diamond in the rough when they were in 2 markets. But nationwide, they need star power like me.
So there's going to be no O&A assault force?
You don't like the assault force?
on Mark?
No, the assault force name.
The name that he came up with, O&A Assault Force.
We got away from the army thing because every other stupid show has an army.
Yeah.
We're pests. We pester.
There you go. Okay, idea is done.
All right, Doug,
let's put it to bed.
Thank you.
We don't have an army. Our fans are called O&A AIDS.
All right, Mark, take number 3 and work on it and report back to us.
You guys should do like
local interaction.
Breakfast flakes, you know?
You think that in
the wacky morning zoo or something? You know what I'm saying?
Wake up.
Yeah,
wake up with the breakfast flakes.
Yeah, there you go.
It sounds nice and it sounds sweet.
All right, we're going to take a break. Brian Regan's at Caroline's this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
We don't even have to mention that. You sell out all the time now.
Mary Tyler.
Do we have to mention?
I have no idea. idea.
Call him BR. It'll sell out.
We don't have to mention Brian Regan at Caroline's.
Make sure they know he's at Caroline's. 212-757-4100. It's tonight, right?
Tonight through Sunday.
Tonight through Sunday is Brian Regan. Next week is Patrice. Tonight through Sunday is Brian Regan.
You know what's great about Brian Regan going to Caroline's? We all call Greg Charles to get tickets. And
I know.
And he goes out of his mind because he's got sold-out shows around the clock. And then we'll call last minute and go, hey, Greg, calling in a favor. I need 8 seats for Brian Regan.
I
Friday night at 8.
I called early in the week when I first heard that you were coming in. I called, and then the thing is, whenever I go see other comics, it's usually Greg. I need me plus 1 or 2. And with Brian, it's Greg, it's me and 18. I need the whole thing and the stage. Can we just have a few people on?
And then you see people outside the club all confused. But I got my reservations 3 weeks ago.
They take us in through the kitchen. You need everybody. You too.
I think if they actually take them out of their seats and then seat you guys there.
They're a mousetrap guy go to the show.
What happened?
Remember the mousetrap? Did the mousetrap guy go?
Right, mousetrap guy
from last time.
Yeah, he did.
He did. He showed up.
Yeah, I would guess so. Yeah.
All right. Greg Charles try to sway you towards Patrice's show next week. Hey, look, you don't want to see Patrice?
I'll go see Patrice.
I will be going to see Patrice as well.
I love going to Carolina.
But I'll be going to see Brian Regan Saturday.
Thank you.
I need
Patrice,
a table
please, fellas, do me a favor.
Greg, I need a table for 6.
To see me. So please don't come thinking they're going to be there. They'll never show up. They may go to Norton's, which you could go to too.
Next week
at the Stretch Factory.
The more problems you have, the more I want you at my show. I'll take all of you dregs at my show.
Me, Norton, Patrice, Billy Burr, and Geraldo did a show last week. No one came from here. The benefit, the fundraiser.
They were all O&A people.
No, it was all
these guys.
Oh, these guys. Oh, we're talking about them.
Oh.
Yeah, because I just don't want if
what day was it?
Thursday.
Thursday, thank you.
Go out during
I'm going to go out and party it up Thursday. Leave Caroline's and take a cab to FM.
That's right, Rich. What are you thinking?
We have to sleep. We're not stand-up comics sleeping until noon every day.
Absolutely.
First of all,
we're radio people.
First of all, middle-aged, beat-down men. I don't want to be fired no more. Back in the day, you would drink and do coke and drink heroin and then do your show at 5 in the morning, you fucking pussy. All of a sudden, 5 in the morning, you're on it. All of a sudden, boss gets fucking berated by you.
Young, hip-hop black man. What the hell are you?
Shit, once my insulin level goes up, I gotta sleep right now.
Your fucking street cred went down the shitter when you started talking about points and mortgages.
Hours ago.
Fuck them niggas. They ain't paying my mortgage.
Brian Regan at Caroline's. I don't know if there's tickets. 212-757-4100 all weekend long with Brian Regan. And we'll do another segment even though we're in bonus time now.
You're welcome, shit dicks.
Now we're working for free. That's what we do now.
Just like me. But I do Black Phillip and Eric Logan doesn't call me back. Motherfucker.
Hi. There's nothing I like better on a sunny day than going fishing and listening to O&A. Sometimes when I go out, Uncle Henry makes me wear fishnets and a corset. These pointy shoes hurt my feet.
He's congratulating us on the new deal and stuff.
Yeah, man, you guys are doing good.
And then he casually goes, so what time you start? I'm like, 6. We're up to 5 hours and 15 minutes of radio.
Yeah,
with no end in sight
go
today.
To 6 or it's open-ended. It's like a baseball game.
You got to constantly think of things to talk about. there must be there's no idea that's turned down. The new policy must be if you think of it, go with it. If it's a thought, then that'll be a half hour.
Yeah. Why do you think we played that raw audio of us just doing liners today?
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Whatever pops in your head, you just talk about it. I lost the gas cap yesterday. I was getting gas. I left it up on top. I need a new one. I don't even know where to buy them. Do you know? Callers, call us up and tell us.
I told Brian you started admitting stuff you thought you would never admit on the radio just to fill time. Oh, yeah, I shit my pants in the middle of the night. Anyone else? Sometimes.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Callers, if you've done that, give us a call. Let us know if you've done the same.
I think I got 20 minutes on this.
Here. And then you get done with the show, and especially if we go the whole route and do like a 6-hour show, completely run dry. You are out. There's nothing left to talk about. And then somehow, overnight, even though you've done nothing but go home and go to sleep, you wake up and now have 6 more hours of stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
how the hell does this even work?
I don't know.
Hey, I didn't say it's good stuff. I just said it's stuff.
You know that feeling, you guys, when you hit the stage and sometimes you have like an outline and sometimes you don't, you know? I mean, I'm sure you just get up there and just start.
You should talk to me.
Yeah, boss is very confused right now.
Brian, I know it's like you're talking to, like when you see a really hot girl, you got to talk to her ugly friend. I know that's what you did, and
no.
It's okay. He understands. They understand.
Boss is like,
here's
what's an outline?
Boss is.
How do you ladies pick your outfit?
Here's boss's outline. Do 15 minutes. Bring up middle.
Listen, boss is just, it seems to me, after knowing you for so many years, that you use your stand-up comedy. Your comedy is like your last priority. You're using it to try to get somewhere else. Oh, no. Like where Brian, it's his gig. He's honed this thing. That's why they pull that curtain away at Caroline's that exposes those. Yeah, there's more seats back there.
I didn't realize until when I was plugging here hard one time that there was stuff behind. There's more chairs.
You know the wall comes down behind there, Brian. Let's make him feel better. That back wall actually opens up, and there's even more chairs.
When Brian's there, they removed the curtain. They removed the bar that the curtain slides on, because that gives people more room.
They take down walls and shit.
You can see the kitchen, right? Because they take down the kitchen wall when Brian's in this mode.
Take out the ceiling so you can go upstairs and watch.
There's a balcony, motherfucker.
I got skyboxes.
When he's at Caroline's, he also sells out the Improv the same
week. Listen, let's go to Tom in Jersey. Tom.
Hey, good morning, guys. You suck.
Welcome, Tom.
Brian, I love you. No homo.
Hey, man.
I saw Brian at the Borgata a couple weeks ago, and after the normal heckling that we normally give him, he came out for an encore.
Oh.
And people were yelling, "Donut lady, do the donut lady," and he was like, "Okay, I'll do the donut thing." And he just killed.
That's exactly how you
do. He's the funniest fucker I've ever seen.
Hey, man, I appreciate the kind words, man.
That validating shit. And he starts out, he prefaces it by saying he gave him a hard time, as if to say, "You've proven yourself to me."
Yeah, man.
Suck a dick,
That's
motherfucker.
right.
Hate motherfuckers like you at the show.
Here's what we hate. The fact that you said Brian is the funniest motherfucker you ever seen, and we all do stand-up.
Yeah,
that's what hurts.
Well,
you didn't let him
wants
finish.
to say that, too.
Yeah, you didn't let him finish.
Mr. fucking humble Brian Reed. He's just like,
tied with all you guys.
Brian's all humble, too. When he gets heckled, it'll be like, "Hey, just trying to do my act, guys. It's all right. No, he's got a right to say whatever he wants to talk." And then we get back stage to say hi to him. He pins us against the wall. "Keep your fucking people off of me. I'm trying to work." We tell dark side.
We tell one story when we were really big at NEW, and Brian Regan. There was one time you came into town. They did like 4 shows in one night. They just piled them into Caroline, and we saw him backstage, and he's doing shots and stuff because it's a true story. And I know you usually don't drink and do your comedy, but our audience drove him to drink this one night because they were yelling out.
Shut up.
They were yelling out.
The big yellow one's the sun. Yeah, he knows.
By the 4th show, he
wrote it.
"Hey guys, you want to do some shots?"
Some shots? Yeah, I got some heroin here. I just took it up.
Doesn't sound right coming out of that innocent voice.
You guys want to do some shooters? Tie me off, I'll shoot you. Did you bring your works?
Because he couldn't go.
I got mine.
He couldn't go 2 minutes without some drunk yelling out another Brian Regan bit.
The big black one's Patrice.
In Philly, wait a minute.
That was funny.
In Philly, like I would get off, right? It would be like they'd give me a standing on in Philly, right? It'd be one of the first standing on I got. And then wait a minute. And I get off, but I get off, and people go, "Whoa, that was great!" And it was all O&A fans. I would go, "Fucking, what the fuck was that?" Because you have to become.
Yeah.
That's why I started doing all the Spider-Man flick, come in a girl's face thing. I started letting them do the show. I start going, "Hey, Spider-Man." They start going, "Whoa, pink sock." I go ahead, baby, tell me what a pink sock is. "Well, it's when your fucker and her asshole comes out of her eyes." And I go, "Good one. How about you?" And then I go, "Good night." "Whoa! You were great."
You know what? You could have told that story without going, I got a standing O. You had to start off.
I had to say, I'm going to tell you why I had to say it, you fucking trying. Leave mental games to people who are mentally able to do it. I said it for the reason to explain that usually a standing O is a good thing, you fucking asshole.
That is true, Rich.
Fucking dick.
All right, let's go to Reno and say hi to Ryan. Ryan, what's up?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Let's bring back the funny with Brian Regan. Brian, I saw your HBO comedy special, and it was the best. But there's a gal on Pal Talk that really wants to hire you for a gig. Happy Typing Girl is looking for a stripper comedian for her Girls of Pal Talk slumber party.
Yeah.
Brian, you'd be great at that.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I'm trying to get into. So, I'll give it my manager's information.
This is what I'm saying. This fucking guy.
See, listen to this
what
guy.
I'm saying. They have no respect. Why would you ask Brian Regan to do that? He wouldn't even. You know why he would see something like that? To knock on the door and ask directions on how to get to Borgata, and your fucking house was on the way. Fucking asshole. And you know he's a drunk. Just shut up. And he's trying to speak as if he has some dignity. You goddamn asshole. Brian.
All right.
Brian Regan.
Not only is it beneath Brian, but have you seen Brian's body?
Yeah, 2 reasons I won't be doing that.
Hey, you want to get the latest on Paul McCartney? And then we'll get out of here?
Yes. Let's hit some current events.
The latest. Hard. Nothing. No, I caught myself.
All right.
Here's what I almost did.
Okay.
I almost made a leg joke about his wife, which there's nothing better than his wife having one leg.
Right.
I almost said, she hits the brakes and gas with the same leg, but then I realized so does every human being who drives.
Drive properly.
That's the right way to do it.
Wow.
They do a leg joke in one of these papers.
Did they?
Yeah, they say that, I'm not making this up, Paul McCartney is going to lose an arm and a leg in the divorce. That's the headline.
That is making a joke.
How rude is
making
that?
light of her handicap.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. At what point does the spouse get the money? Is it at the divorce point?
It's forever.
No.
You just keep giving it.
But can he? What I think he should do is just
Brian,
start.
Are you getting side pussy? Brian Regan is asking side pussy questions in case he gets caught. Brian Regan finally gets some star pussy.
Let Brian finish.
Yes, Brian.
I'm just curious. Can he start selling all his assets right now?
No.
Just like sell like all his publishing
As a
rights
matter
for
of
like
fact,
$300 and go, hey, I've lived like a king since I was a kid, and now you get half of $300.
I think if you want to cut off your nose to spite your face, you would do that. But no, they look at what you did. They look at what you sold. Right if a woman files for divorce against you, let's just take some hypothetical situation and say a woman has filed divorce against you because you have a girlfriend. I'm pulling that out of thin air. Let's see that happen.
Oh, that's a popular thing.
Yeah, that happens.
Sure, there's plenty of scumbag guys.
Right, and some ones that are just disgusted. and you can't then sell everything and then tuck the money away somewhere because you have to have records of where everything was.
No, I'm not saying tuck the money away. I'm saying literally sell it for $300.
Yeah, but then what are you going to do? You need
and be broke.
Or how about this?
But isn't it better to be half broke than full broke?
I'm saying if he wanted to
really leave it without a leg to stand on.
My assets are worth $300.
Yeah, that's exactly
that makes
what
a lot of sense what he's saying.
If he's saying it does, but that takes a big set of balls. You like it, of course, because it's screwing over. It's screwing over the broad, but you're also screwing over yourself.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. He's lived like a king since he was a kid. Maybe he'll go, I don't mind living in a studio apartment. I've already lived the life. And I'm going to sell everything I have.
Do you need a dishwasher? Do you need someone to wash your dish, bloke? I can't really see Paul going on Social Security. Why? Because I wasn't giving that cunt a cent. I don't think he's going to He's going to pull that one.
For 4 years, I've been fucking a sleeping pelican.
Jesus. Wow. Good idea. If we do see Brian working at an IHOP, we know what happened.
Wait a minute. No one asked that question. Something's going on with Brian. Nobody asked that question. Brian's like, hey, man, you know, it's like we talk about murder. Go, hey, so if you, what do you think is easier to kill a bitch? You think it's easier to put her in a plastic bag or paper?
Yeah, you love when people just come out with that question. Do you think you could kill someone without anyone ever knowing? Like, what's your idea?
And he asked it completely. It was dancing. He wanted the information.
Yeah.
What would you do? What's going on, dude? Brian,
if you like extorted millions from your company, like, I'm just saying, if you did, and some guy was going to find out, would you kill him or try to bring him in on it?
If you got another girl pregnant, but you were married, and this bitch was showing, if I took her on a roller coaster ride and threw her off, would I?
Is there a state where 12 is okay? I'm just asking.
Brian, what's going on with your marriage?
Oh, man, that's all good.
Oh, shit.
Everything is good.
Oh, shit.
I know it's not sounding like that with this line of questioning, but everything is good.
Brian, you was too. It went right to that question. Yeah, you know.
Can he murder her?
It was because it was Paul McCartney. We're talking about a divorce. It's not like
money.
if you pulled it out during a story about the stock market, right? That would be odd. But we're talking about Paul McCartney.
How many miles out did Scott Peterson actually go?
was he in international waters?
Hey, where do you find out about the currents?
Is drowning a bitch in a lake the same as drowning her in a river? If the bitch floats to Mexico, that means I didn't really kill her in America, right?
Just goes to show we've been doing too much radio today. See, just like we told you, you're going to start.
See, you just talk about anything.
You're just trying to fill up time. All right, here's the latest on Paul McCartney.
They met at a charity event. He sang love songs to her on the phone. They were too in love to even talk about prenuptial agreements, but Sir Paul McCartney and his wife Heather have now separated.
Orchestral version of Yesterday playing. Orchestral.
For the Beatles fans outside the famous Abbey Road studios today, there was sadness at the news, but also questions, because what he did here with the Beatles made him a very, very wealthy man. The question is, what happens to all of that cash if this separation becomes a divorce?
Goes to Yoko? Somehow?
Hey, we can't let this slide because too many people calling now. Chris in Texas.
Hi, man.
Chris, go.
Hey, Jimmy, you asked. It's not a pelican, man. It's a flamingo.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that.
Learn about your birds.
I apologize, sir. I went for the joke, the one-legged joke, and it didn't work.
There's people out there with like a buzzard, sets of encyclopedias, listening to the jokes.
They just wait,
looking them up.
But no, Voss is right. I do look like a buzzard.
I know.
Jesus.
Why?
Buzzard.
You took a T and you put a D and put a T there. You fucking taupe.
Buzzard.
Someone would call in about that. It's not a buzzard. It's a buzzard.
I don't like doing comedy. I love doing comedy.
Yeah, but it seems to me like when you do comedy, it's just a road somewhere else. You're looking for TV.
Started it
road is the right word.
More audio. It's a bad
also
thing.
Be a good word.
More audio.
For divorce experts, this could be a landmark settlement, because amongst the richest names in the music industry, Sir Paul's name is at number 2. His total value estimated at £825 million. And on the basis of one recent settlement, that could mean a divorce payout of £200 million. But one leading divorce lawyer thinks the figure will actually be closer to £75 million.
I think Sir Paul has a very special position, and his lawyers will be arguing very, very strongly he should be treated differently from most other husbands, because here we have a man who incredibly has built up massive wealth because, frankly, he's a genius. And geniuses are treated, especially in the divorce courts. There have been cases about that. And that means that Lady McCartney will get a lot less.
Must be a dope thing.
Geniuses, I'm a stupid idiot.
Even with the discount for geniuses, it's a lot of money. But Sir Paul says their relationship has been impossible because of the constant intrusion from the press. And tonight, through his website, he rallied to his wife's support, saying the split was amicable, Heather didn't marry him for the money, and that she is a very generous person.
Of course.
Here's what Heather should get. She should get maybe half the house and every right shoe in the closet.
You're all right, love.
Beat it, you fucking human pogo stick. Oh, fuck yourself. You're getting nothing.
How the legless bitch have the nerve? How does a legless bitch... A legless bitch better not fuck with me, and I'm a nobody. Paul McCartney has a woman with one leg that's calling shots?
This is the only reason they should have got divorced. Every time I said suck my dick, she'd say yes, sir, and do it until I told her to stop. I got bored.
What's wrong with this? I always thought like we was hunting the white whale when I'm looking, when I'm fucking her. I wanted to...
Why does the fact that she don't have a leg, why does that factor into how much she should ask for?
It's just
because it's the nerve, Brian.
Because we have to fill 6 hours a day.
Your wife has all her limbs, right?
Yes, she does.
Now, if she loses a limb, doesn't her negotiating powers... Don't you go, hey, bitch, I'm doing the Bogota, and then I'm going to sleep in Atlantic City for the whole week. I'm not coming home. You know what? I'm not coming home till next Friday. Why? Because you missing a limb.
If you can't properly sit Indian style, you should get nothing.
So like in the divorce proceedings, his attorney will go, how many limbs you got? 3? No further questions.
If you can call your bitch Ahab, old Ahab foot.
If you have to move your chair an inch away from the desk to put both feet up, you should get nothing.
If your woman can lift her right leg up and pretend it's a gun.
I don't think she did that. I don't think
like
she
when
did
you
that.
argue, she lifts it up and go, man, if this was a gun, motherfucker.
If she plays the air guitar without lifting her leg.
If you have to screw off a body part before you fuck her.
If all of her pantyhose are stapled.
If she can't play kickball with you.
If he could get a splinter in his calf from fucking a doggy style.
What is it, 1860? You think it's actually wood?
Like a pirate, you know?
Yeah.
Like just a peg.
With a peg leg and a patch over her arm and a fucking parrot on her shoulder. And he got pissed at what the parrot was singing.
We can help you.
John was the one with talent. John was the talented one.
Yellow submarine's worth $1 million.
Shut the bird up, bird.
If she can only swim in a circle.
Go ahead, Eric.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey.
I believe the genius line of Anthony that she worked in the IHOP did not get the credit.
I didn't even know I said
Anthony didn't mean it as a joke.
I didn't mean it as a joke until it came out of my mouth, and Jimmy pointed out that that's a very funny joke.
IHOP, how perfect.
IHOP, she very good at IHOP.
IHOP.
Travis and Charlotte.
Of course you do.
Travis?
Yeah, man, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, man, I'd just like to say, y'all are doing a great job since you've been on FM radio.
Thank you.
I got the XM, and it's great hearing y'all for a couple extra hours a day.
Oh, thanks, bro. You just got the XM?
Sir.
No, I've had the XM since about Christmas.
Oh, okay. Thank you, man. Yeah,
And the Stanley Cup is coming to Carolina.
No, Buffalo's going to win the Stanley Cup this year.
Punching out.
All right. All right. Indy Mike.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hi to Brian. By the way, Brian, this is my little bit that I do to help stretch out the show an extra 30 seconds or so in this bonus time, and it's to thank the guys for doing this bonus time. And that last caller said the extra 2 hours. Well, we're into 2.5 hours of XM stuff that the FM folks don't get, so we just love every minute of it.
That's true. 2.5 hours.
Time.
Exclusive satellite radio.
All right.
And,
we're really good guys.
And since he brought it up,
radio out.
Since he pointed it out, it is getting late.
Brian's a good guy because he really has none of that fucking machismo shit at all. And it's like he goes, well, what does that have to do if she loses a leg? What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, we've seen it in him. He's got some stuff.
But that's what I'm saying. That question, the way he asked it, and the way he's looking distantly, something is going down. He's having a midlife pussy crisis.
That's your sick mind.
I bet you, Brian.
I got a wonderful wife.
Of course you do. But if she loses a limb, Brian, are you gonna get
she's
some?
out. She's out. Dead.
You gonna get some college pussy?
No, I need 2 legs and a lady.
My woman, she had a terrible accident. She lost her eyebrow, the whole eyebrow meat. She's missing eyebrow meat. So you go, fuck you, you're out of
Oh my God. Brian, are you a bastard?
Wait a minute, fellas. Don't make me look like an asshole. Wait.
No, Paris thought we do that.
Wait a minute. Tell me this.
I might look in the mirror.
If your girl, if whatever, lost a limb, wouldn't it be difficult? You have to have that devil angel talk.
I would break up with her in the ambulance.
Can I be honest?
Back on? No.
Be honest.
For a second with you, can I be honest? Can you even get past the tragedy that would be for
the
her
first 6
and
months,
you to actually go far enough to think ahead how it affects your selfish ass?
the first 6 months of good karma that you're going to try to have by not leaving this
Again,
bitch
it's
right
all self. There's this ulterior motive of good karma. It's not that you're actually concerned.
He's right. If a girl can catch AIDS through her leg, you should break up with her.
I know. If you're walking down the street with your girl and they call you tripod.
If she can win the three-legged race without doing anything differently.
If your girl is walking through the woods and you say, hey, when no one's around, can they hear you walk?
If every time she needs to pray, she tips over on her face.
If her name's Helena.
If her leg can play a record, bitch.
Man. Wow. Like there's no relationship or love in your life.
Absolutely.
If your girl has to avoid golf courses because she may not be able to get out, leave that bitch.
You can't get out. Hole.
And she can't pedal a bicycle.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we're going home.
Oh, is that cruel? I love it.
We're going home.
Of course, you'd have to dump her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When you meet a woman, you should think, would I love her if she loses a leg?
That's the true test, right?
You decide that first. You don't want to be in a relationship and go, this is the kind of lady, if she loses a leg, she's going to be gone in 6 months.
Ryan, what is, because we all grown men, really grown, what physical thing can't you deal with? Like if it's some, like I can't, like certain burns I can't
facial,
deal
of
with.
course not.
Cooties.
But isn't there something that you go, oh my God, please don't let that. I think I could deal with my girl if she lost a limb.
Yeah.
But come on.
Sure, one less thing to fight you off with.
I couldn't deal with mine if I had to start opening for her.
That's on the way. You might.
Oh please.
You might as well divvy up your motherfucking assets now. Last comic standing 2001 winner. You motherfucker. Last comic standing. That shit was on before TiVo.
Shut up. I love the 80s, 90s, and the 2000s, motherfucker.
That's a show she'll never be able to do. Last comic standing.
First cunt limping. Oh, Jesus. I'm mad because, man, you know, the dude is Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
And it's like even a fully limbed woman should be happy. She's giving them problems. Are you joking? Come on, man. Come on, Anthony.
If someone says,
come on, mansion tax.
That's Beatle money. That's Beatle money.
She should get nothing. If someone says, hey, does she tip every time she stands up? She should get nothing.
If every time she walks, you get up and answer the door, you leave that bitch.
Wow.
Oh my God.
If she's making side money as a kickstand.
If she goes to Australia and car stops so she can cross the street, she should get not a dime.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Let's go to Nick in Cleveland. Nick.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey.
Hey, you got to get rid of her if you can't make the ass-kicking contest joke while she's in the room.
That's pretty funny.
All right, can we go home now? I want to go home.
You got to get rid of it. You say, hey, honey, you want to go roller skate?
Paul was just sick of walking in the shower and seeing a bottle of Nair and a Black & Decker sander.
Thank you, you fucking ass.
Your legs are a little rough. Did you polish? If she walks through a metal detector naked and still has to stop.
It never ends. It doesn't end.
If they say she drinks like a, well, forget it.
If her, no. Wait a minute, wait.
We don't know anything else about this woman.
If her footprints look like a bouncing ball.
We know nothing about her personality.
If they need a dog with one nostril to track her.
If her leg looks like Robert Redford used it in a movie. It's a natural motherfucker. Hey,
I was thinking indecent proposal, a pool cue. I'll give you 1 million. Wait, 500,000.
If you're fucking her and call her Brian Piccolo.
If her nail clippers last 25% longer.
Oh, beautiful, 25. Excellent. Oh, if she says I got to go buy Dr. Scholl.
or Doc Martin. Or a pair of Nike.
Honey, where's my kid?
Sketcher. Look at Brian's like, come on, Brian, one.
Funny, man.
Come on, one, Brian, one. Join it in. Take some dirty money, Brian. Just take a little bit of the dirty money. Just one.
If her greatest nightmares are death and soccer.
Drink in Atlanta. Drink.
Yeah, if you got to buy her half a garter set for Christmas, or you get ready to fuck her and you say, hey, baby, spread your leg, that's not good.
Wow.
Matt in Glen Falls.
That wouldn't have been romantic if there were two legs.
No.
Hey, yeah, if you throw her a jump rope and she has to play single Dutch, then you got to get rid of her.
Single.
Paul in Chicago. Paul in Chicago.
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Hey, good. All right.
Every time she tans, she has to change her stain.
Her wood stain.
Stain her leg.
Every time she sees a carpenter, her pussy gets wet.
If one of her body parts has termites.
Again, Civil War leg.
Right. One leg. There's so much more to do with wood.
If there's an old black man on the porch carving your leg.
Oh, shit.
So bad.
If you have to get her flip-flop.
Speaking of flop.
If someone has to...
Yeah, why that one?
We went through so many shoe jokes.
If she only has to pay half price for yoga class.
Oh, God, it's running out of there.
I think we might be. Could be over.
Thank you, Rich.
The tank is sputtering. It's a little dry.
Yeah, man.
And before she fucks you, she says, I twiddle this motherfucker. Isn't that called twiddling when you
Whittling.
Whittle.
He's out.
Damn.
Let's get out of here. Brian Regan and Caroline's all weekend long. We'll see you down there at some of those shows, and maybe he'll come back tomorrow. Who knows? Patrice O'Neal, thank you.
I'm at Caroline's
Thank
next week.
you, sir.
Next weekend for...
Memorial Day weekend.
If people think she's a politician because she's always out stumping.
Oh, man. Hit the song.
Trekking through the Himalayas is quite exhausting, but the views are breathtaking. So tired, so famished. Great Scott. My Sherpa has collapsed. Ramon, fillet this Chinaman. 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 Fillet this Chinaman.